Hello everybody, we should be live now, and if we're not, then I'm going to have words with people, because we should be on low latency, which means yes, we are live. Fantastic. Is it even monetized though? Has it even allowed me to monetize this stream? Like, sometimes it demonetizes the stream before you even start it, and it's like, what? How does that work? How is this not advertiser friendly if there's no actual content there? But no, it's monetized, but so it's fine. It does... Yes, it's alright. So we're playing some Red Dead Redemption 2 today, because I have a couple hours free to do very limited things with. I've got a reshade on, or at least the reshade software installed, as well as a reshade preset, but that doesn't necessarily... It is active, I think, actually, but I can deactivate that. I've been fucking about with mods, and look at this. I mean, it's just the base game with a bit of blue on it, because it's been reshaded and that. But we're going to sleep until... No, we don't even need to sleep. We can dip. It's daytime. So, what we want to do, some story bits, some side bits and all that. So everyone's running about 1,000,000 miles an hour around town at the moment because... well, essentially, we're waiting for... well, we've got visitors for the next few days. My brother and his kids and his wife are coming up and staying with us until Thursday. So... We're running around, we're sorting out the house, we're basically, so if you hear a vacuum cleaner in the background, please ignore it. My brother evidently had to wait until the moment before I started streaming to start using it. How is Dennis? He's alright, thank you Smeagol, thank you for the €5.49 super chat, it's incredibly helpful, and Dennis will appreciate the treats that I will buy him with it.
Was you followed? Excuse me? Was you followed? You know who you're talking to. I ain't sure. I ain't sure about much no more. All I know is there's law whenever you're around.
Cheeky gaming, indeed. It's gaming time.
Stirring things up all the time, getting in Dutch's ear. Seems wherever you is, there's Pinkertons and vice versa. So you better watch your goddamn mouth, boy. Or...
Take it easy, cowboy. You're gonna do yourself a mischief way you're heading. Micah, shut it! He started it! Dutch says we is to go on with plans to create a diversion.
Vivek, living god of the tribunal, in the chat. What do you mean?
Keep the army out of here a few days.
I actually just finished this mission yesterday. Someone always says that. Someone says, I literally just did this, or literally just did that, and it's like I've got like an oracle brain that goes, ooh, everything works out.
And help everyone leave. He's got a boat lined up.
Blackwater's a fool's errand. Everyone knows it. Even a greedy moron like you.
It's Dutch's choice, Arthur. You're just a senior gun, same as the rest of us. Only you ain't well.
I'm fine.
Then you'll do Dutch's bidding, which is robbing a stage that's coming from Annesburg full of explosives.
Rob a stage. All we seem to ever do is rob a stage, you and me.
Not me, you two. I got my own planning to do. You boys got this. Shit. Guess we have. Come on, Arthur. And Cowpoke, take it easy. You could do with a vacation, hmm? All right, let's go.
Why is my horse over there now all of a sudden? I like I'm being followed around by my temporary horse.
Micah says we should jump it as soon as it comes through Van Horn.
Which horse does it want me to jump to?
Orders from him now?
I'm taking orders from Dutch, same as always.
A pair of them are becoming unhinged. You hear about Dutch killing Cornwall?
Well, that needed to be done. Hey, hold up a second. Pinkerton Patrol, over there. Okay, I think we're clear. Let's head off.
So every mission seems to glitch in some way at the moment. Mods and that.
Right now? With the Pinkertons breathing down our necks?
See, I'm starting to think that you've gone soft, Morgan.
Hey man, can I get a pepperoni? Maybe, who knows?
Whoa! Okay, let's hold up here. So, wagon will be coming from that way, down from Annesburg.
It'll take the two of us to stop it completely, or it'll never get done. So, I was thinking, you go play dead, and I'll take care of him.
No, I'm the better shot, and you're the better actor. No, you play dead, and I'll cover you.
I got that. I got that. Oh, that's them coming now, I think. It'll be quite the show.
Well, this is lovely, isn't it? Oh god, I need to get inside a building, don't I? Right. Here we are. Where's Bill? Walking out all drunk and that, looking rather good. What? How did that fail? Bill has... Bill got run over? That's how Bill died, he got run over. Okay. Well, that was good otherwise. That was a good... It's very annoying, that. Bill died. I forgot that Bill was laying in the middle of the road. Maybe killing the driver wasn't the best idea. Why does Eric have to do it? Hat removal service. That's better. Okay, so finally. Now we must get on the...
All right, let's see if we can get this back to camp.
Follow me, horse. Follow me. Horse, come on.
Shooting back there.
Nice drunk playing.
Looks natural. Ooh. I could use a drink after that.
No. Just never goes easy no more, does it?
Oh, shit! Deal with him, Arthur!
See if we can get a good shot of the boys. So Bill's there riding along, and Arthur looks kind of blocky just with both, doesn't he? Really.
They get off one good shot, they'll blow us both to kingdom come. I thought there was no law in Van Horn.
There is now. Right, sweet. So
Does that really matter right now, Bill?
we're wanted for vehicle theft, among many other things.
God damn it! Still more behind us. Oh, shit! They're aiming for the...
There we go. Let's kill the mans. Let's be real. They're not after us because we stole the wagon, are they?
On our right, Arthur!
There we go. They're all defeated. What's your favourite camp? It's gotta be Horseshoe Overlook. Just straight off the bat. Bit of fun. Bit of stones, you know what I mean? No, I like that one.
Come on with this! We're leading them right back to camp!
What do you think I'm doing?
There's always more of them, that's the funny thing.
You need to take them out, Arthur!
So
Okay. I don't see any more.
All right. Oh, that was close.
cool.
Don't reckon I'm cut out to be a dynamite wagon driver.
Killing a bunch of folks so we can rob some dynamite, blow up a bridge. This make any sense to you?
It's a distraction, so it ain't meant to make sense.
It should to us. It's our plan.
You know, I've had it with the moment. Look, there's Micah up ahead.
Great. Whoa!
So, you got it?
We got it. Yes, we got it.
What's wrong, Arthur?
Nothing at all.
Let's see if we can go in here and
John, go drive this
yeah,
over
if
to Bob
deactivating
Bridge.
these will
Get a
sort out
hit
the
near
performance.
Really does think you're
'Cause-
in charge.
You go on ahead.
There's got to be some
I
reason
need
for it,
to
right?
speak with Arthur. Good work, son.
If we go back to the original look,
Oh, listen. I know we ain't always seen eye to eye.
performance goes back up.
You find me irritating and a threat, and I like to annoy you. But right now, I need better from you, Arthur.
Okay, Micah. Whatever you say.
I ain't the bad guy you think I am, Arthur. But I am a survivor. Stick with me and you'll live. Oh, the bridge is probably a two-man job. You should probably go help Marston.
Why don't you?
Like I said, Dutch and I got planning to do for the train. There's a big picture here, Arthur. Trust me.
So that's the weird thing about shaders. Why don't you stream on Twitch, Fish Boy? I want to stream. I want to start streaming on Twitch. Like, it will. I'm sure it'll eventually happen. I've tried it in the past. It's never really gone too well. Never really quite got on with it, if you understand what I mean. But eventually, I want to branch back out and give it a go. I think it'll be great fun. But it's just I've always struggled with Twitch. Like, I've never really enjoyed it. You have to tread on eggshells with what you say, because any old joke could get you banned. They're very strict terms of service, and they're not always clear. And they've demonstrated double standards between the large the large streamers and the small streamers. And I don't think I can learn the ropes of navigating that difference, like I have with YouTube, because there are double standards. Don't let anyone ever tell you otherwise. There are still double standards on YouTube, but at least I know what they are now. Like, I know what lines I can and what lines I cannot cross. Whereas with Twitch, I'd have to learn it all from the ground up, because I don't pay attention to it, because I honestly have never been a fan of Twitch. But if it means branching out the content, I'm quite happy to eventually, I guess. Someone just says that Micah is a good guy. Has something wrong with him. People are too easily offended these days, and Twitch facilitates that sort of culture a little bit. So it's hard to want to do it. But I do want to branch out, and I think it'll be good for the channel, and I think it'll be very healthy for us over there as well. But my primary audience is on YouTube, so I'd stream on both if I were to do it ever. I wouldn't stop streaming on YouTube, I'd just stream on both. Rabbit death. It just missed, didn't it? Of course it did. I pulled up. Just killed those animals for no reason other than to waste ammunition. Hello, have I missed much? We've been going for 13 minutes, so no, you're fine. Fishy has a cold. I'm coming out of the back end of a bit of a cold, but I'm actually okay. Truth be told, I feel fine. I've got a bit of a cough, but that's sort of going. Every time I think about it, it tickles my throat a bit, but ultimately, at the moment, I feel okay. There's probably still a bit of coldly traits going on, and yeah, there's probably a bit of it still sticking around, but that ain't going anywhere anytime soon. And there's a man with a tent over here, and if I go too close, he'll tell me to fuck off. Watch. Oh, he's a trapper.
Hey, get
Yeah, no, he'll tell me to fuck off. What did I say? I'm clever. I do know my gaming, I guess. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, share with your friends, hit subscribe if you're new, that'll be fantastic. And of course, let me know how your day's going. It's not stable at all and all over the place. So that FPS is not stable at all and all over the place. Well, my monitor's VSync is... well, my monitor's refresh rate is 75 Hz. So that means when I enable VSync, the frame rate cap on full screen is 75 frames per second. So it's gonna go between the high end of 50s up until 75, which is why it bounces all over the place. But going through the stream, it's all capped at 60, so it shouldn't really be noticed unless it drops below 60, which it does do on occasion. And trust me, it's Red Dead, it's going to do that. I doubt anyone here has a PC that can do constant 60 on Red Dead while also streaming. I know I don't. And I have a pretty hefty PC, and if you do, you're just kidding yourself. I like how sometimes the lantern actually works, and other times it doesn't. Like, look at it, it just doesn't. Get an iPad Pro, you can now play Fortnite at 120 frames per second, which is an entire 60 frames more than you'd probably notice. There is a certain part of Valentine when my frame rate for some reason drops to 20, but it must be a glitch with Valentine where it causes that to happen, because there's no performance reason for it. Everywhere else in Valentine's more or less 50-60-ish. Oh no. Why does... Why does the game crash here? Like, why does the game always crash here? I know exactly what's causing it. It's the bloody... Come on, close. I just got an error message and it crashed. Bear with me, it'll be sorted out. Stop spamming F, it's not actually that funny. Alright, let's go. Come on, it's firing back up, it'll take its time. Let's see that hentai home screen. My background at the moment is not actually hentai, I think it's a Skyrim screenshot. Actually. Is this happening right now? No, I just respond to it. Right, let's, is that reshade completely disabled? Yes, it is. So that matters because it bothers me. Everyone's spamming F and it's really annoying because it's not actually a useful message to read. Right, let's try this, shall we? I know what graphics setting causes these crashes, it's that. And then when you do apply the changes, the game, on Vulkan, the game looks like shite. It just looks like shite. It just does. Like, I don't have an AMD graphics card, but I know that that's what's causing it. Like, I know that's what causes that crashing issue at that particular inn that, for some reason, Sadie Adler is incredibly fond of. You should have had a backup plan. That was the backup plan. Of course, naturally, now it's registered as a different game entirely, so it's going to take itself a hot minute to figure out where Red Dead Redemption 2 has gone. Maybe there. Okay. Right, okay, now watch this not be nice to watch at all. Rockstar hates PC players. It's not that bad, it happens. Oh, for fuck's sake. So, while tabbed in like that, the game doesn't feed to that. Cool. That's what we like. Well, my PC can't even start up Red Dead after I bought it. If your PC doesn't have specs that can handle it, then I guess that's your own fault, but okay. Surely you can get a refund on that, though. Classic certain people contributing nothing to the conversation. Mike is actually Ditch. Who is Sadie? Who is the strange man? Yeah. I'm in Saint Denis, so it's not like the world has ended. Watch it still crash. Like, part of me goes, yeah, it's still going to crash, isn't it? Like, the fix for the well-known problem, which is the game crashing whenever there's a Sadie Adler mission at that particular part of town. It's just... Now, for me, my luck dictates that it'll crash again, no matter what graphical thing I'm using. My problem is I can't get Red Dead 2 to behave. But then again, what do you expect when you mod the shit out of it? Oh god. I just did some surprise acrobatics. Let's go say hello to Sadie Gadler, shall we? My guy. Much better. It didn't crash outside. There we go. Goodbye, dear friend.
Let's go where? Why are you so riled up? Today is a
Mike, you're Sadie Adler in drag.
Today is the day they are going.
How is Sadie Adler the one in drag in that situation?
Rather they hang him or I shoot him.
Oh, they are gonna hang him.
Yeah, and not before time.
Ducked.
That boy's been on the gallows more than most. I wouldn't count anything until his neck's broke. Well, nor would I. Which is why, despite us being wanted men, we're gonna attend the event ourselves. And follow him onto the scaffold? Well, let's hope not. But if I could see that son of a bitch breathe his last, I think I'd die a happy man. We are gonna disguise ourselves in this, in this.
You looked at the top hat and thought, is that it? That's classic Arthur, that. Please crash. Don't tempt it. Don't try to upset my PC. It's behaved up until now.
Well, don't we just look the part? We'll cut through the alley to get to the gallows. We keep our weapons holstered, our disguises on, and our wits about us.
Hello there, Mr. Sir. The Vulcan honestly looks horrible. You probably don't notice a difference, but I do. I do notice a difference. There's no pointless bits. It's all the little things. It looks fine graphically, but it's how the frame rate responds, because it's not really compatible, so it's kind of struggling. So there's a good so while the frame rate isn't bad, it is a little choppy, and you notice the drops more. Please rob a train. My guy here gonna get shot in the mouth. What's up, Fishy? It's ceiling in that. Many naughty mans in the chat today. Apparently everyone's weird out on this Sunday. And see that little bugging on Arthur's jacket, for example. Things like that wouldn't be happening if I was on the correct thing. Do we still have the trainer? We don't still have the trainer. I don't think. Actually, we might not in this mission, because... No, we should have the trainer, really. But we don't. Hang on, that'll be why. Let me see if we do, because it's not showing on here. But let me see if... Hang on a sec. Let me see if it goes through this. No, it doesn't. It doesn't go through that. Now, if I go into this and I go to... Settings... Graphics... And go to... We want to be in window borderless, ideally, don't we, really? For now. You can't see anything at the moment. But yes, the trainer is still there. It just doesn't work while I'm tabbed out, which I have to be for it to actually show on there, which is great, if you know what I mean. Truly enjoy having to do that.
assholes. Sure. The Combs boys. Yes, I think so. What a surprise. I'm glad we're here. What are they pointing at? I don't know. We gotta follow them and find out. Yeah. Oh, here comes somebody. Stay here. Don't do nothing.
Crazy minutes.
Go brush that horse, officer.
Yes, sir.
This police jacket is actually bothering me. Big Dave is gone. They discontinued Fussbot. Like, the software Fussbot is being discontinued. So it's a matter of time before Big Dave would become non-functional anyway, because the support was ending. So it'd become eventually incompatible with Windows updates, and so it would just be a vulnerability on the machine. So I decided to forego installing it at all. That solves that problem before it gets to being one. And besides, I don't have Big Dave on this PC anyway. I'd have to reset him up.
How many?
Enough. So what do you think?
All's up on the roof. Once he starts shooting, we have to have our wits about us and move fast.
Yeah, I guess we faced worse than this before.
Sure. Get to it. Yeah.
The gallery's open.
So, they got a guy up on the roof overlooking the gallows. Find a way up there, onto one of these verandas, through a building maybe, and get him. And do it silently. Well, obviously I'm gonna do it silently. I want to see this bastard swing.
Let's go up into gallery, Lent. Let's have a look, shall we? Time is on my side. Let's have a look around the gallery.
Morning, T. Oh, Arthur.
I'm inside the gallery, and if you look around, there's some pictures over here that you might recognise. I'm gonna fail, aren't I? If I'm not, yeah. Oh no. Hello to this.
Gallows. Which way was he? What's this then? Gun case.
Oh god, there he is. No Driscoll saying hello. Break out the knife and
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Show me that soft underside.
what the fuck? Did you hear that? Show me that soft underside. Am I the only one that heard that? That was weird.
Yet justice itself can at times be
I can shoot this man. I can shoot this man. Can I shoot that man? Ooh, right in the base of the skull, about there. Can you imagine the pain? There'll be none. That's why. But can you imagine how brutal it would be seeing his brains everywhere?
O'Driscoll is one
Don't be mean to Katie. Katie does good job in this chat.
has murdered, tortured, robbed,
Classic Ben.
stolen, raped, and abused
Penis.
for a decade across 5 states, seemingly with impunity. Today, justice catches up with him.
As well you may. I've been a bad man.
Silence!
These charges.
This is not a court where you shall be tried. This is a place where your sentence is to be carried out. And your sentence, Colm O'Driscoll, is that you are to be hanged by the neck until you are dead. This is not a task we take lightly. It is not a task we enjoy. But it is a task we must carry out if our civilization is to prosper. Gentlemen, are we ready? Colm O'Driscoll, may God in his infinite wisdom, have mercy upon your soul. Whenever you are ready.
Bye-bye. That man there enjoyed it.
That's what somebody you love done. You ruined my life.
There was no need for that. They could have walked out of there, but Sadie had to be crazy. Like, come on. It's not just Micah who causes shenanigans, is it? Let's be real. That's just as compromising. What now? They're not moving. I guess kill the horse? No? You prevented Dutch and Sadie from escaping on the wagon. They were doing a pretty good job of that themselves.
Arthur! If you can hear me, shoot some of these O'Driscolls.
Every mission is glitching in some way at the moment. Smeagol, what's your favourite monster in The Witcher? Ooh, naughty mans. There's gotta be one somewhere then. Either I'm getting it wrong or it's glitched again. Oh. Go on, move. There's another Fed somewhere, but I can't leave sniper mode, so I don't know where he is. I can't even You gotta be joking, right? Do I have to kill the horse 3 times? As if I have to kill the horse 3 times to skip the objective because Dutch won't fucking move.
Morgan, you hear us? Take a shot on these O'Driscolls. Reliable as ever.
Now the option to skip should appear. There we go. You should give Twitch a try, it's pretty fun. I've given Twitch a try and I can disagree to that sentence. It's not fun at all. It's the same as starting out anywhere else, especially when you started, it's difficult. I want to give it a go again, but it's not fun to try to start and have nobody watching, trust me. When your audience is on YouTube, it is quite hard to branch out, let's be real. I don't think it's particularly fun to do that. My audience is on YouTube, so that's where I have to prioritise.
How you get on, Arthur?
Well, we saw the bastard hang okay, but no thing ain't gonna save us.
I guess that's one less thing to worry about.
I guess compared to the entire government.
You're alright, Boa. That's... How do you pronounce that name? Lachlan? Or Lachlan? I don't know how to pronounce it. I've never really properly heard it in that before. I mean, I have, but I never tried to read it out loud. Cowie. Is that how that surname's pronounced? Cool.
My dear Arthur, you never showed up, and now
Cool. Hang on. What's that letter I got from? What's that letter say? Hang on, because I did show up. No, that's the wrong one. What do you mean the other one doesn't exist? So it's just appeared and then dipped.
Hey, big man. Worried.
Let me open my fuck off.
Ain't too long.
Tell this dickhead to fuck off.
I'm real sorry. I can't talk right now. Okay,
I want to read the letters. Now there's gotta be... There we are. Okay, no, I did go and do that, didn't I? I did do that. The final letter from Mary, the goodbye letter from Mary, here we are. You never showed up and now I'm looking up the newspaper to understand why. Okay. Okay, it's just the same as it would be, but I thought the never showed up thing was because I didn't do it, and I was worried then that I'd done it on a different save, and that would really upset me. But no, I did do it, it's fine, don't worry about it, everything is chill. Let's change the coat and everything else can probably stay the same. I want to go for this bad boy. I like this. I don't know, but it doesn't really work, does it? So look, it doesn't really... What's... Glitches. Let's just go no coat for now, and let's put a vest on instead. Anyone walked a bowl of stew across the map yet? Oh god, can you imagine having the time to do that? That kind of works.
Oh, look who it is!
hello, Karen.
Look who it is! Oh, Arthur. Big, tough Arthur. You wanna know something?
He's not sure what the fuck's going on, is he? He's like, what are you doing? Are you... Let's get a good shot of this, because it's pretty damn cool, isn't it, with the cave in the background. Just a shame that getting rid of the tent entirely isn't possible. I don't know. I like that.
Arthur?
What?
I don't know. I had something to say.
Take it easy, Karen. On the hooch.
There was a typo there, because on there was the same word there.
Good, sober life will
How did you get a black hunting jacket? Shop, I guess?
what a crock of shit this world is.
The same with me. All my audience being on here, but you need some time and patience, and the audience is there. It just has to try it more often than you get. So it's... I mean, it's been years since I've tried Twitch. I might try it again, but I don't necessarily need advising on it. I don't... Well, if I were to commit to it, it would be fine. But at the end of the day, my audience is here, and I'd rather invest my time in doing something that I know will eventually get results, and then as opposed to something which is a shot in the dark. Like the fact that if I start promoting it here, I'd get a few people go over, but in the end of the day, indirect marketing like that, in any sense of the word, people just don't like it. People don't want to hear about it. Like, they just don't. In general speaking, go check this out. Maybe 1 in 100,000 will. That's a very over the top sentence. Probably more than 1 in every few thousand, because it's most people don't want to inconvenience themselves because they don't care. Put it that way, they don't. So it is work, but I know what I'm doing. There's no, it's not a case of I don't know what I'm doing, because I do. Or should I fire mode and online mode as well? Maybe, but you can't pause it. So it would mess with it if you had to do it. Because then they'd have to script it so it pauses that moment for you, but everything else keeps going. Or maybe they'd have it so it keeps moving, which might have its own uses, but I don't know. Then they'd bug out, because there'd be bit movement to take into consideration as well. There'd just be a whole shit show of different things. I'll tell you what to do, mate. It was just an opinion. Fair enough. Oh, wolves. What does the coronavirus taste like? Light beer. Opinions, worst animal to kill in Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know. The hardest animal to kill, do you mean? Like, the one that's hardest? I don't know, probably a bear. Because they just don't die instantly, no matter what you do most of the time. They're quite hard to kill, bears, and then they'll maul you, and then you'll be dead. And then you'll be buried. No games from Sony, that's for sure. Don't you mean coronavirus? I don't know what coronavirus tastes like. I know what Corona tastes like. It's a light beer. It tastes like the other light beers. Cougars. They're easy. 1 shot to the face and they're gone. Maybe 2 on a bad day. If there's one that if you don't fill it with bullets before it gets to you, though, it'll probably rip you apart, and that is a bear. Do I have any horse stimulant? Oh, yes, I do. Best use these. We're in chapter 6. Fuck beard. This post was made by the Bear Hater Gang. What do you mean, fuck beard? What's beard ever done to you? Fuck, I meant bears. I know you did. But I picture it as beard. And now I'm sad because I have a beard, which people will insist that I say with inverted commas around it for some reason, because they just can't let me have this one. Yes, it is a full enough beard. It is as full as they get. Goats, because they push you over then run off. Only if you let them. This what happens if you stand around a goat is they get pissed off, and they love to do it. If there's one thing that you need to learn about, like, you need to understand about goats, it's that they're horrible animals. They just want to kill you. They want to bash you about and things like that. They're evil. Lions too, or one of them. The lion if you don't shoot it a million times in the face, which the game lets you do because it automatically activates Deadeye, you've got to, it'll slit your throat. Oh god.
Been a while since I was through this way. Not much change. Got that. Okay there?
Like I was talking about, not much has changed through this way. There are donkeys in the game? There is one. There's a mule or a donkey or something at one point. I think it's a mule. So donkey, not so sure, but mules far more western, if you know what I mean. Can I say hi to the camp boys? This is the army camp place, isn't it? Oh, there's no one here. This is really dead. Okay, cool. What does it matter? In a farm there's a donkey, is there? Cool. See, I don't know everything. I know a lot, but I don't know everything. No, there are quite a few donkeys, some lions, but can you ride the donkeys? If you can't, I'm not interested. The zebra is a mule. Yeah, I thought it was a mule. Donkeys are just randomly around, I think. Just chilling in the woods. Stalking their prey. That's what I thought. You know, donkeys, you can't stop them. What do you mean I can taste you already? So am I. That was cool. Like, are we discharged as a bear there? The bear did it, alright? Speaking of the fucking bears, I'm being chased by one. Oh no, it's actually chasing me and you can see it on the minimap. I must be miles away from it now, but that's fine. The guy let off a shot as I stabbed him. Good stream, Fishy, but I have tested study 4, so peace. Alright, take it easy, man. Have fun, and make sure you smash those tests, because they're more important than the stream. Logically speaking. But we don't use logic around here. It's easier to move jumping around. I hate when a game's... You know, that's one of the things I know about that annoys me about games. It's when you're in a certain area and you have to walk everywhere. I get that it's immersive and all that to walk through it, but it's just slow. I'm playing Bioshock Infinite at the moment. I heard a burp and I'm happy now.
You don't sound very
Tacos.
well. Nah. I think I'm dying.
No. Fishy, no. It didn't say more important than school.
About peace.
It used to say more educational than school, Brother Assassino.
Son, the impetuous prince. I believe you went on a raid with him. I'm sorry. I suppose I lack the grandeur of a conventional king. I don't know too many kings.
Did see more animals in the
Colonel
world.
favors.
Yeah, apparently animal spawn points are a bit fucked for a bit.
Revenge for the raid. 2 women were assaulted by his men. Very sorry about all of this. Yes. Sometimes the correct path,
Let's get some likes going, shall we? That'll be fantastic.
and also the gentlest. I'm
This mission made me hopeful for a few minutes, lol. Oh yeah.
son seems
Sodomy is cool. That's a strange message to post in a
thinks the
community
glory of
chat
life
thing, if I'm not like a live stream chat, if you get me.
is right.
What happened to Big Dave? The software got discontinued, so I decided to preemptively stop using it.
Foolish men I never could equate it with victory. Glory has come in service. Maybe. Maybe not, I don't know. I've killed a lot of people.
Oh no, what a strange name.
I ain't never
That's on my screen, that.
Your friend, Mr.
Why have you done that to me?
He talks a lot. I don't know him, but my son is easily led. we could go for a ride. I'm an old man. My whole life I have tried to bring peace. I ain't doing so good.
We need more Herbert Moon.
You can take pity on my plight. Please. It won't take long.
We do indeed need Herbert Moon.
Maybe I can help you with that cough.
Sir! I'm glad I caught you, sir.
Captain Monroe, do you know my friend, Mr. Morgan?
No, sir. I don't have the pleasure.
Arthur Morgan.
It's an honor, sir.
How can I help you, Captain?
I was just in Saint Denis. I spoke with the mayor. It's not good news, I'm afraid. May I ride with you for a little?
Of course.
Why am I going off in that direction? I thought I was the back one for a minute there.
In front of you. Permanent.
Careful!
Okay, gaming. I'll resubscribe to show my name. If your subscriptions are set to public, that'll work. If not, it won't. But you can try if you want. I'm not going to stop you. I can't stop you, and I guess it's up to you in that, innit? But, cool. No, this shot isn't really doing it for me. Like, it's nice. Did it just work? Random dude has donated £1. How are you doing, you breathtaking people? What a guy. There you go, Jana has just subscribed. It worked. If your subscriptions aren't set to public, it won't, but if they are, it will.
Where are we going? I want to show you a sight
My
of the
subscriptions aren't set to
mountains
public,
that
but
flow
that doesn't put me
into
off too much.
A place for reflection and healing.
How many times have I done the story? This is my third time playing through it properly, but I needed to do it on PC, so I thought I'd do it on stream.
Sure, I can help.
That's good news. Thank you. Come meet me on the reservation whenever you can.
I've reached maximum horse bonding. I've maximum. It's a shame that what's going to happen to this horse is going to happen, isn't it? Subscribers be climbing. I do sometimes think there's a backlog of subscribers that just get notified whenever I stream. Like a backlog of people who subscribed overnight or are watching videos and things like that. And it just shows their messages. Hello, I've been sub for a while. What videos have you got planned? Well, I want to do another video talking about mods for Red Dead 2. This time Jedi Josh is trainer is one of them. And there's a reshade mod in there as well, but I'm not sure if I really want to talk about that because none of the reshades I've actually used so far have really floated my boat. Though the shader software itself, which allows you to faff about, look, the shader thing itself, which you can install for either Vulkan or DX12, is very kind of helpful in its own way, so that mod is worth talking about. And then there's also a mod that lets you rocket all over the place like a madman, and that's fine. 60 FPS looks amazing because it's on Vulkan and not DirectX 12. Because DirectX 12 keeps crashing for me. It looks all right at the moment for me. What's happening?
Easy. Huh?
There we go.
Oh.
Just subscribed again, it totally worked. Right, cool. Congratulations, I guess.
Some of the plants I need will be growing down here.
Why is he still following us? That's not how this mission goes. Leave.
Okay, let's continue on.
It's ruining the scene, man. What are you doing here? Excuse. I knocked him then. Why is this horse pissed off? It's like this is like a proper wacky game. I think it's the mods. I think I've got to uninstall them all, and then hopefully things will sort itself out. Because this guy should have left us. Like, unless this mission has changed, or unless it's a serious Mandela effect. This man, our boy, should have dipped. I can't even talk to him. We can't even have a conversation about... Oh. The scene's been ruined. Yep, it's all missing. The dialogue about Arthur's son, the rest of it. And this man needs to fuck off. Thing is, though, what's primarily scripted is still working.
Stop here. I want to pick some ginseng.
He wants to pick some ginseng, so... For some reason, our boy, Monroe boy, or whatever his name is, has followed us all this way. If he starts following me in the open world, I'll cry. I'm going to pick this ginseng before you get to it, you dickhead. Oh, no, I can't. Oh, I can hear a blow-up bed going up, so that's what that is. It's pretty cold up here. It's got to be. Won't tell me the temperature. You want to know why? Because he's fucking there. Oh, he's putting it in my bag. What a guy.
These together. It tastes awful, but it'll help to keep your strength up.
Okay, let's do some skinned. Can I not talk to him? I want to talk to my boy about my son and that, but no. We're looking forward to the next gen consoles? Sure. Oh, I think it blossomed on one of them fleeing the country. The other one dying. We don't talk about that. You know, this is one of those times to get one of those shots and people go, when was this? When was this? You know what I mean? I need to get a bit of elevation. I feel like I'm in the mood to watch some westerns. But there's no, like, good ones, like, the modern. Like, I've seen all the other ones. I'm sure there's a few that I haven't seen, but I can't find them on Netflix or Sky Cinema or Amazon Prime Video or whatever. So, there's no good modern westerns, and that saddens me, because can you imagine the beautiful shots in them? I mean, on occasion you get things like, Django Unchained or The Hateful Eight, but those are more Tarantino films than they are westerns. Tango, Big Sur. Nightfall Season 2 is really good. Has Mark Hamill in it, doesn't it? Watch Logan. That's not a western. That's not a western. A fistful of Logan. Imagine that. A fistful of Logan. Now that would be a pretty damn weird name of a western. Look at that. Just look at it. That is a nice shot in itself, isn't it, really? But we need to have something in it like this, because it gives you the atmosphere of it. But from here, it's a bit... I don't know. I can make it work. Sort of like this. Turn the exposure down, lock it, and then into effects. And we want to create a bit of a let's say, ooh, that's a bit more like it. I'm gonna create this charcoal effect like that. Now tell me that's not a nice shot. Lone Ranger ain't new. Lone Ranger is also a comedy of sorts.
Alright, let's go. It's not much further now.
Sup, my favourite theorist, Red Dead Redemption 2 YouTuber. Oh no, Paul Place, what's up? You tell me. It's a great shot. I love how this guy's just tagged along the entire way. Like, it's not scripted into bugger off. So there'll be a cutscene, you'll just be in the background doing nothing. It'll be great. Had to kill. Can we have one day without gunfire, he just said. No, every day needs gunfire. You ever thought that if Gunner picked up the Red Dead Redemption 2 storyline, it could be one of the best Western films of all time? I've always thought that if there was ever going to be a Red Dead film, it would be dreadful. Because you can't possibly condense all that storytelling, all that care and all that craftsmanship into a 2-hour feature.
What's happened? No.
He's still on the horseback. He shouldn't even be here.
Can't be.
That's a dog. I don't know what Captain Monroe was doing there.
They destroyed everything.
Well, I have no clue.
Need to find the Chanupa. Who would do
Are
this?
you done yet? He's following.
What do you want to do enrage you?
He's not helping matters, is he? Now I've got to find the Chanupa. I'll do whatever I do when the game glitches like this, which happens. It has glitched again. Every single mission, it glitches. Well, because I should be looking for the Chanupa right about now. But instead, no. What I've got to do is I've got to throw dynamite at my feet. "1917 is a cool western. Cowboys and aliens with gold." Yeah, that's a bit. It's no favours this time. Not favours, Monroe. Oh no, it is working, I guess. But we got rid of our boy. If you're a bit bored, stream Uncharted. I'm not.
There's something over here.
Whiskey. Red Dead versus Aliens. That'd make for a fun little Undead Nightmare-esque DLC, because it's its own universe, really. Undead Nightmare. It's not canon to... So if they did one where it was aliens, that'd be pretty cool.
Well, if they drank all that, they couldn't have gotten too far. Yeah, well, sign of the Chanupa. Rangefall, over here. Think I see an army camp.
As you can tell, hats and guns, and also some horses. They that are dead.
These brave men. Some of Colonel Favor's men. They must have been the ones who did this. Are you surprised this happened? Not at all. But I hope we were past this. Well, you got land there.
Then the blur strength up, you get a pretty damn. You start to get decent looking shots, I guess. I don't know, blurry, kind of focused. From the focus distance all the way down and the blur strength all the way up, you. For some reason it still doesn't quite do it, does it? No, it looks like someone's forgotten their glasses. It's all right in high. That's that charcoal effect that I like a lot, because what it does is it makes it look a little bit more like a.
The Chanupa's gone. Of course. They moved us here. Ceremonial taken everything we had. There must be some clues to what happened here. Treaties myself.
It's bugging it.
Each one. No, they've taken the last hope. Now my people are going to want a war.
No, I can actually go down and kill them all. I love how it was saying two things at once. That's how glitched this game is being for me. Like, either modding it has severely fucked the game in ways that I can't even comprehend, or whatever the last update was trying to do, it's undone everything else in the process. I lost honor for that. I find it bloody peak that you lose honor for every single one of the. Well, you lose honor for killing them. Doesn't make sense to me. It's not every single one, is it, by any chance? Shanupa, where would you be? Shanupa, where have you gone? Shanupa, love me. Shanupa, maybe you're in the big tent. I'd like to take the horse stimulant. I don't want to swap the hat, though. No, that does not. I do not. I want my hat. Yes. They don't. Imagine if they don't even have the Shanupa. Imagine how wounded that'll be if they do not have the CH Shanupa. Where could they possibly have put it? Oh, there it is. Shanupa and the sacred items. They are mine now. Please stop disrespecting the. I vote China. Of course you do. I don't know what that means, but you voted it just the same. We must engage in scranning some chewing tobacco. My calls are draining stupidly fast because Arthur is not well, and I need to scran the chewing tobacco. You should steal them and run away. No, I should kill them all. It is the way that Arthur deemed it necessary. It just needed to happen. Arthur doesn't have time to sneak. Arthur only has time to kill. They didn't even know I was there. What's the best horse in your opinion? Whichever one's the best statistically, which is probably an Arabian. But there it goes.
Here, I got your things, I think. Yes.
Yes, the
Very
Shanupa.
sorry about this. Even Sacred things are only things. People, the heart, matter more. Was anyone hurt? Yes. It's a bad business. I should not have let you do this to me. But perhaps it will stop a bigger massacre. With these, maybe I can calm my people. Maybe I can calm my son. I hope so.
Dress something against Arabians. The Dutch warm body after coming back from Guamor is my main horse.
Those herbs I gave you, please.
Arabians are disgusting and tiny. They are tiny, yeah.
I hope you can find peace with
Dutch warm bloods are also cool. They're not the best stat-wise, then they're just not the best, are they? You gotta rely on the stats. That is what best means. Your favourite can be Dutch warm blood, sure. I think Arabians are disgusting and tiny too. They're still the best horses in the game.
So long ago, I would have found weak and pathetic. Now I see as wise and thoughtful and sensible. He's a man who, not so long ago, I would have found weak.
It's gone over it. It said his money not so long ago would have found weak again after he stopped saying it. Why is the game so collapsed? What has happened? Is it because I shot one of the dream catchers or something? Do you reckon that could be why? Because I shot a dream catcher. Because apparently weird things happen when you shoot dream catchers. I don't know what kind of weird things happen when you shoot dream catchers, but apparently they do. Which is always great fun, I suppose.
Yep. Yeah.
Let's drink some alcohols. First, let's give the horse a carrot. Not like it's going to die anytime soon. And that alcohol must be gathered. At expense of my own health. Tell you what's a good way to reset the cause, I guess. The best one for me is the one that bucks me the least. I've never been bucked by it like most. Like, I'll be honest, I've never been bucked. It is not difficult to not be bucked in this game. Just don't bully your horse. Could the mods please time me out before I leave? My time has come. No. Boadicea bucks you off the least. Yes, right, let's wait until morning. Have you overclocked your PC at all? No. There'll be no need. I'll be unnecessarily causing harm, basically. Because A, I've never really bothered with overclocking, so I don't know too much about it. And B, I don't see a point because my PC is quite powerful as is. Yeah, the Black Arabian is quite satisfying to look at. Hey, that's a bit smoother looking, isn't it? I guess it's the very smooth looking colours as well. Arabians are ponies. They very much so are, to be fair, but at least they run fast, eh? Here's where we were. Oh god, what? You just jumped. But they're just small horses. But they're still relatively they're still bigger than people, let's be real. They're still large enough. Oh, there's still dead people there. Exactly where I left them. My bounty in New Hanover is $20. I don't know what crime I committed for that. I don't know what crime do you reckon I committed to get $20 of bounty here?
Look who it is. Howdy. You sure got a good eye for horses. That one looks in prime condition. What do you say to another race? I know you beat me last time, but I was...
$20 of bounty, my ass. prefer to ride donkeys, but okay. Might as well.
Hey, mister.
Hey, Dad.
Also, ponies aren't exactly child horses. Those are foals, aren't they? What is a pony? Can someone explain what a pony is to me? Is it like a small horse? It's like a...
Arthur.
It's its own thing, I'm aware. Let's Google it, shall we? What is a pony?
Had a lot of time to think.
Pony. Let's have a look.
I feel like I just
A pony is a small horse.
You ain't the only one. And this plan to get us out, it just
There you go.
no. Like you're stringing us
There's a 3D meet a life-size pony up close thing on there. It's really weird. Oh god.
killing in cold blood, revenge.
A pony is a gay
all these
horse.
bad things, but he seems to enjoy it now. It's like he just wants to create more enemies, more chaos.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I love Dutch. He saved me a long time ago. I feel like in Saint Denis, when I got arrested, maybe he could have done something.
I feel like you should take your woman and child and get lost.
They're called ponies until they're full grown.
You could give something.
They also
Jack.
refer to small horses as ponies, like not just young horses. It doesn't mention anything about young horses. They're referred to as foals, aren't they?
I'll be okay, but do it for me. It would make me feel good, if that makes any sense.
A little, but
Listen to me. When the time comes, you gotta run. and
Doesn't like
come
to shoot
back.
his horse when he loses.
This is over.
Oh no,
and
this
now
isn't correct.
Now we gotta help Dutch give the army one final tweak on its nose.
Horses are
Yeah.
complicated.
Come on. Help me with the rest of this.
And child horse, just like no. Midgets are child humans. No, they're not. People with dwarfism are fully grown. They're
But it looks
just
like we
small.
finally found our calling in
Small
life.
and child are not the same thing.
Let's ride this thing out onto the bridge. There's a spot about a third of the way.
One's
across where we
a
can
child
get
is
our
one
men
of
and plant the charges.
that is not at full. Well, a child is one that's not at full maturity. That is a child, isn't it?
You hear about Dutch?
Like full maturity to a degree, anyways.
This is what
Small just implies at full maturity. A small horse could be at full maturity, but is small.
here's good.
We sure got a lot of this stuff.
We'll need it.
Like, why are we explaining this here?
Over the crates.
A dwarf is a short leg on a short-legged horse.
Got it?
I guess that's just how it goes, yeah.
Ready when you are. Okay, you should be good there.
Dinoskite.
Let's get moving here, Arthur. All right, take it slow. That's not something we want to drop. Okay, good. Grab the other one.
Well, I'm riding horses for 2 years. It's extremely difficult, just saying. Yeah, no doubt. See, because it is an animal. It has got a mind of its own, in a way. No, it definitely has a mind of its own. It will inevitably, it will only do what it wants to do. Where it's not like a car where, where you just get in and you control it, provided you have the skill. With a horse, there's a lot of skill involved, but at the end of the day, it's still got a mind of its own.
Got it?
All right, come down here and help me plant this stuff.
I'd imagine that's the concept there. I mean, I've never really been into horse riding. I think I tried it once. Wasn't very old. It probably wasn't a big horse at all. And yeah, no, I was shit scared, and there was this random woman pulling it, looking like, what is this kid doing? I must have been about 4. Never touched it since as an adult. So I wouldn't know anything about it, but I do know that animals are animals in the end of the day.
Dutch wants a distraction. Something to buy us some time. Pull some attention off of us.
That's what the government wants us to believe. But it does strike me as something that takes kind of a lifetime to understand. Riding a horse feels like flying. Does it? Hang on. Sorry, no, that was one of them. Just need to go. We're expecting company, so it's one of those. It's correct in some ways.
Okay. I should go get the hand cart ready. You okay to
I imagine it's correct in everything. I've got. Did he say I've got Pepsi? No, it was asking me if my brother drank Diet Coke or Pepsi or something, and honestly, I didn't know the answer. Yeah.
We don't have much time here.
I'm trying my hardest, but for some reason it won't let me activate the thing. Oh. There's something else.
Not yet. We'll get back down there. What are you doing?
There's something else I need doing. I can't believe it did me dirty like this, my boy. Can we get a good screenshot down? Oh, he's running with dynamite. He's making it look great. There's a waterfall in the background, which makes it all ideal that he's running with the dynamite. I need him to get a good shot of him running with the dynamite. I reckon if we go really far out, I don't want it to be like that though. I want it to be like this, but it only goes this far, and then that's what you get. That. Oh, that's a shot, isn't it? Really? Think about it. Him there running with the dynamite, but you get the entire. If you get the entire bridge in it, it has a bit of drama to it. I guess is my logic. Don't want no blur on it. God, a double negative. I'm really in one of them. I like this filter, this charcoal filter. Sprinkled lightly on it, you get something pretty nice. Hog-tied Nigel and fed him to the alligators. Well, aren't you just lovely? So I had a bit of a cough there. Come on, what are you doing?
Train! Arthur, get up here quick! I'm on my way.
Why did it?
Faster, buddy, come on! Shit. Arthur! The train! Come on, quick! Pump this stupid thing! As hard as you can! Let's go, let's go! Just get to the end of the bridge and jump! Faster! Get ready to jump! It's right on us, come on!
Don't know my boy can kill Micah in the story mission. Nah. I don't want to mess with the game. I want to mess around with the game's unscripted elements, but if you mess with the scripted elements, it's a bit... It's just going to break the game.
Let's go blow this
And the game's already broken enough. For some reason.
I think the line held. You want the honors? Sure.
Look at that. Oh, it doesn't even look that good, does it? But it does as well. I think that looks fine, I guess.
Well, I guess old Dutch got all the smoke he wants. Let's hope so. You really think that that'll draw attention away from us?
Not really. Will it?
We'll see. Tell the truth, I ain't even sure I fully understand Dutch's plan with all this. Like I said, John, when the time comes, you go. What about loyalty to everything? You've been loyal. I've been loyal. Look what that cost. You know, all that ever mattered to me was loyalty. It's all I knew. It's all I ever believed in. Not anymore, John. Soon.
Thing is, entire face to change because John in the epilogue is basically John and Arthur mixed together.
Don't look back.
They're relying on a lot of the same animations, so they make to avoid glitches. They make the character the same build, and the hair's the same, and that for some reason. in a way.
Idea that don't work. Like me. You know just what I mean. You got a family. You need cash. You need to start building a life for yourself. Me? I need a vacation. And Dutch has all the money for safekeeping.
Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, share with your friends, and subscribe if you're new. Do you still like Assassin's Creed? Some of them, other ones I just can't stand.
Think she might know where some of that money is. Well, you tell her she better make sure. And then come talk to me. And we'll find out just who.
Tattoos for Arthur would have been cool. Nah, because it wasn't really a done thing back then, was it really? I mean, tattoos existed. They've existed for millennia. But they, outside of the cultural sort of uses, they were quite rare, really, weren't they?
I wish things would
Like, they weren't necessarily uncommon, but in the West they would have been. Oh, let's have tattoos, didn't they? Joe had a tattoo. Joe who? Some do. I'm pretty sure, what's his name? Pearson has one? Is it Pearson? Or is it Bill? Or someone has one somewhere. Little Mark. More John in my opinion. Doesn't let me do Micah's friend Joe on his chest. It was done thing a lot. It was a done thing a lot in the West, especially by sailors. See, sailors, so it would have been like Pearson and things like that. But it didn't necessarily catch on as like everyone was getting them done. Like I said, they weren't necessarily uncommon, but they weren't stupidly common either. If you get me, come on. He's taking his time now, and it's really taking the piss. Finally, that took about 15 seconds longer than it needed to. I think we're all in agreement that took 15 seconds longer than it needed to. There is one massive flaw in how Rockstar Games is designed. Like, when it comes to Rockstar Games, they're all incredibly tedious. You don't notice it maybe the first or second time when you're soaking in pure story, and it's incredible. But after a few times, you start to go, oh, well, this is taking forever. This is only really my third playthrough properly, but I just needed to get one done on PC so I can say I've done it. And also because there's some epilogue side missions that I want to make videos on, and going back to the PlayStation version seems a bit, well, like it would be a downgrade quality-wise. Like it wouldn't really be right. Rip Van Winkle. Rip Van Winky. My guy, Rip Van Wink. Tell me a week. I finally found a perfect bison. It took you a week, did it? You spent time looking for a perfect bison, and that enough tells me that you are a man with commitment that is not to be trifled with. Now, I personally wouldn't bother. But that's just me. Is PlayStation 60 FPS? No, it's 30, and sometimes it'll drop to 24.
Captain Monroe.
Of course.
Chief's going out trying to find medications. It's quite a business.
Yes. Thought we were through with all this.
We are, mostly. Colonel Favors seems to think the natives have broken some promise they never made. Apparently he's punishing them by withholding vaccines sent down by the federal government.
Really?
I was supposed to oversee the administration of vaccines. Now I hear the wagon's been diverted.
Why would he do such a thing?
To be honest, I truly don't know. They say he didn't have a very good war, so maybe he's trying to start another one.
Is that what you think?
I'm trying to find out. knows
24 is what
I'll
majority of
find out.
movies and TVs are filmed in anyway.
Provoke me.
That's what they're mostly rendered to. But that's TV and film, it works.
These poor bastards.
But because you're not engaging it with a controller, you're not relying on there to be an input response as well.
Knows I think that.
At 24 frames per second, you're going to get some serious input lag as well, and you'll notice it. You'll notice it more as a result, because it won't feel responsive, and then you start to notice the frames. Which is why you want a higher frame rate than that when playing a game ideally. 30 is fine. 24, I'll just do. Feels like an interactive movie sometimes.
Come on, Captain Monroe.
Feels like a video game, Red Dead Redemption 2.
You must act with due caution.
Oh, we shall. We surely shall. Now come.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a massive difference between 24 FPS for films and 24 FPS for games. One is significantly more noticeable. So watched one of your videos from 2018 and I didn't like what you said. Cool. Good for you, I guess. Whatever video it was, cool.
And no. He knows I'm here to produce a report on the situation. I was sent down from the north after all the...
I think it was a video from 2018. Well, cool, I guess. Not sure what else to say about that. If you don't like what I say, that's fine. Not really my business, though.
News of unrest in the region. But I think my presence might be making things worse.
What do you mean?
I worry he's taking some of these actions more to protect himself now. He can incite more retaliation, maybe he can prove a stronger defense.
There's a difference in importance in frame rate.
And take
I don't
care of
know why.
horses.
It is a fact that a lot of films are
This is the other
put out at 24 frames per second,
his regiment. Rod has traveled
but
down
you notice it
Okay.
in games more.
Well, just show me where to find this wagon and I'll get the medicine for you. You don't need to be involved.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
I have a problem where I can't pick up or interact with the Necromancer amulet from the quest Blood on the Ice in Skyrim. That is strange. Why would you say it to him? Why can Ethan...
I understand. So I should
What can
drop
Ethan
by
glean
the
from
wagon.
vague criticism? Yeah, I don't really care. Like, vague criticisms, I don't pay attention to them because they're useless. Specific ones, now if they have a point, which sometimes they do, don't get me wrong. Nobody's perfect. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
An insecure man at the end of his career trying to cling on to something that's already gone. He fought for the youth.
So he can basically rival Connor Kenway and taking out multiple enemies. Please don't tell me you just said that. Please don't tell me you just compared a Red Dead character to an Assassin's Creed character and upset me greatly.
Sure.
There's a nice vantage point up at the top here.
Could it be related to a mod or something? What be related to a mod? Probably is the answer. If you think the Assassin's Creed game will cure cancer that Odyssey caused, I honestly don't think that I don't think that Odyssey caused cancer per se. I also don't think that Assassin's Creed will ever cure cancer. I also don't, but I don't think there was any unwanted growth caused by Odyssey. It just existed. It's all it did. It's a bad game that exists. That is Odyssey. That's actually kind of okay on its own, isn't it? The background makes it the shot that it is.
Okay, let's dismount here. Best leave the horses back a bit. We'll have a good view over the road from this ledge. The wagon
We don't have anything that
this way.
indicates she's a part of the gang even then.
Good man, Mr. Morgan, but I fear this task to be a fool's errand.
Well, firstly, I'm a...
Sean's rotten teeth and a small penis as well, apparently. What?
Fool's errands are my favorite kind of work.
Fair enough.
Don't you wish Odyssey never existed? I don't care for it, no.
Friends.
I do wish it never existed, maybe a little bit, but I don't care enough to think about it.
What kind of an idiot Colonel Favors is, and save us all a lot of bother.
Sean has rotten teeth because Brits occupied his homeland. Oh yes, blame the British for the rotten teeth.
You say so.
That actually makes some sense.
That's the wagon.
I see a lot of people in this country with horrible teeth.
Just remember to keep it clean, understand? understand me?
Crackheads especially. Horrid teeth.
All I do is
Not fun to look at a crackhead's teeth.
Good luck.
I'll meet you back at the reservation.
Try not to get yourself killed, Mr. Morgan.
No, I can't promise. Come on, girl.
Shoot that bastard already.
What am I supposed to do now? Oh my fucking god! Okay. Well, what the fuck? Supplies were destroyed. That's because out of nowhere they flew into a tree. What do you mean? Yeah, no, and I thought the game was fucked, and it clearly was. Like, out of nowhere, it got launched into a tree. How is Sean's death more sad than Lenny's? Sean's was in a cutscene, and Lenny's, it actually makes it out as if you could possibly save them. Sorry, save him. Like, so you've got your gun out. You can shoot the guys. But they don't die. So you've got to sit there and know that no matter what you do, Lenny dies. And Lenny's death is sadder in that sense. But Sean's is also sad, because he's a guy who Arthur kind of likes in a way. Like, he never really shows it, but he likes the guy. And you feel for Arthur, because he's like, Jesus Christ. And it happens so suddenly that you don't really have time to emotionally respond to it until after you're done with the shootout. And that takes a bit of the sting off. And I think that takes a lot of the sting off for the gang as well. Sean's wasn't expected. Sean's came out, and so was Lenny's. Like, Lenny's, it was still a few seconds and done, but Sean's came out of nowhere, and then there was a big thing with it. But Lenny, you do a lot of jobs with Lenny in that, don't you? And you feel like Lenny is the boys in that. And then he just gets shot up by the boys that gives you the option to, well, you can shoot at them, but it does nothing. And Lenny will die no matter what. The Sean the game, you had to pause the game when Sean died. Arthur liked Lenny more. I don't think he necessarily liked Lenny more. I just think he, because he did like Sean a lot. He was just quite, it was on banter levels with him more than anything. Like, the point was there were a couple of the youth division of the gang, if you will, and both of them died, and that added effect. They both had an effect on Arthur, because these two, if there's one thing that both these characters have in common, is that they both looked up to Arthur in a way.
Monroe, I got the medicine.
Sean's death is partly there to piss you off and pump you up for the Braithwaite Manor
Don't
mission.
worry, it didn't go too bad.
Yeah.
I'll have to take your word for that. We could both swing for this.
Yeah, well, I think I'm a little past caring about hanging, bro.
Maybe. I just hope Colonel Favors thinks he was robbed by bandits and not...
Oh no, I'm still a bandit. There ain't no doubt about that.
Of course. Oh, I better get to work. Thank you, Mr. Morgan. Bandit or not, this was
Yeah,
a
he was
good
killed by
day.
the Graves. He gets you pumped up adrenaline-wise. It doesn't get you pumped up because you want to go to the Braithwaite Manor. That's just there so that when you hear about the Jack business, it pisses you off a bit. And makes you go, right, okay, let's fuck them up. And it puts you in the mood. Doesn't necessarily mean it's directed specifically at one individual. Now, I don't know. I want to watch that back, actually. I want to watch the wagon getting launched at a bloody... That was actually peak jests. Like, that was really funny. and we're just gonna forget that happened, are we? Now there are glitches in the game, and there's whatever that was. If I scroll back a little bit, find that moment where we picked up the wagon, and then it just gets launched at. So what happens is we're going along, and then out of nowhere I stop the wagon, and then it just goes flying. That's what happens. That was great. My favorite glitch of them all. Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, everybody. Share with your friends. Subscribe if you're new. That'd be fantastic. What the fuck happened to you, son?
You should not have come here.
He just said you. Did you just say you should not have come here? Yeah, you're right. Arabians are dinky little things, aren't they? Charles was one of Arthur's best friends, for sure. That friendship is set up more or less from the first chapter, when you go hunting with him. Like, because of Charles's nature, Arthur sees him as a very reliable, strong character and like strong guy, but he has a moral backbone as well. And though Arthur's beliefs change and his views on a lot of characters change as the game goes on, Charles is one of the few characters where Arthur consistently respects to the same degree throughout, because he's got a caring capacity. He's also a very strong character who you wouldn't want to fuck with, and those are two qualities that Arthur both respects. On one end of the spectrum, as an outlaw at the start of the game, he respects the strong, the tough guy, and at the end he respects the caring side, if you will, as well. And that's the thing. I'm gonna brush this horse because it's really telling me to. It's telling me off. I feel like whatever I say pisses Fishy off. Oh no, nothing you say pisses me off, believe me. People have the capacity to piss me off by saying things, but you have not said any of the things that would piss me off. Stream froze. Oh yes, it did. Right, let's go. There we go. Much better. Oh no, it didn't. It did it again. There we go. Much better. Now we're good. For example, people telling me that the stream's frozen after I've fixed it. That pisses me off. Right, what's this? What's going on over here? What are you doing over here, my guy? Tell me what's good.
And I should help thee.
I've really just ditched honour, haven't I?
Yep.
I've had enough of honour. Honour is for pussies. That's fine. He'll respawn, he just does. Do you know that the owner of the Greys is dead? You can find his body. Yeah, I know, I did a video on it. The letter implies... The letter is from like Edinburgh or something? Like a university or something, telling them that... or a library or something like that. Basically telling them that the Greys weren't actually Scottish patriots in the past. They were traitors or something. Right, I'm out of here. Why? You've killed the blind man Cassidy. I've already done my video on blind man Cassidy. I don't need him. Charles' story is interesting. And then with John, you feel like you're picking up that friendship that Arthur laid down as well when it comes to Charles. It's great. I really like Charles as a character. Poor man. Well, he didn't even see it coming. No pun intended.
Join us. What's going on? Rebellion. The smell of cordite and integrity. It is a beautiful thing. What are y'all doing? An eye for an eye. We didn't start this, Arthur. They did.
We? This ain't our fight.
It surely is.
Whatever it is you're planning, it ain't a good idea. They want you to fight.
Nobody will be killed.
We're just gonna trap a few of them in the valley, disarm them, tar and feather them, and remind them to leave these boys alone.
You have energy for
How'd you get all that money, mod? Indeed.
Just tweaking Uncle Sam's nose a little. I need you to help me.
No, I figured out what those paddles do. Charles DLC to see how he buried Arthur. I don't think we need to see that.
We'll blame everything on the Indian problem and we'll disappear up the river. But first we need to trap them in this pass. Help me dynamite
Maybe it's
up
part
this
of it,
tree.
but not necessarily a full DLC about Charles burying a corpse.
No, sir. No. Never. But it is mutually beneficial to draw attention to one problem and avail over another. These are good people, but their situation is real complex. We ain't helping them. Sure we are. Come on, let's get this done.
Dutch in his naughty minutes. Getting money from mods inks the economics nerd of me, all that inflation. Well, it's all just a little bit of a game, innit?
We don't have a lot of time. The patrol should be coming in a few minutes.
Because if you just don't spend ever,
I'll plant the dynamite.
you just wind up with loads of money anyway. And even then, it seems a bit inflated for what you would have got back then. Will there be any DLC for Red Dead Redemption 2? Not for the single player, no, but I'd imagine they have some online plans. They also should make a game about being the President of the United States called Red Dead Election. Oh no.
You and Bill commandeered and
That's got to be the worst thing I've ever heard someone say, but it's funny.
Bill played drunk. The perfect man for the job.
Reverend Swanson. Cough cough. Red Dead Revolver. Red Dead Rusty Spoon killed my granddad. Am I wrong here? Is Unshaken the greatest song in the game?
So,
It's pretty damn good, yeah.
see Colm hang. Yeah. After
Here he is sneaking up on Dutch with his big spool.
all those years, hard to believe. Oh, but it was worth the wait. See, we're tying up the loose ends, Arthur, one by one.
Red Dead Election would be a nightmare. Yeah, because I don't know.
That should do it. Come on now, quick. Get back up here.
Okay, let's go, Arthur.
Dutch is a really fast sprinter. Look at that. But I'm faster because I meow. I have a respiratory disease, Dutch, and I'm still faster than you.
Hurry, I think I see some movement in the distance.
You just got outrun by a man with tuberculosis, you crazy gent. The race ain't over until it's over.
Over here, Arthur.
My stamina level just increased.
My spotter will let us know when they're near. They're
Like-
coming now.
I can detonate the plunger,
Ah, damn.
like a toilet plunger.
Patrol's a lot larger than we thought it was gonna be.
Don't worry, that's a good thing.
Okay, that's the signal. Here they come. Stay low and quiet.
With Trump's ancestors. Do you think Trump... Hang on, what do you mean Trump's ancestors?
Move the weight of the world from your shoulders for a minute. Like
They didn't run for president, did they?
them a bit of a scare.
There they are.
Why is the cloth glitching?
More than we thought.
It's fine. We're only here to talk and administer a little good old
Fuck this.
humiliation. You're owed that, son, at the very least.
Wait for my lead, man.
There's a fix. We'll
Everyone
do him
just
first
stay
person instead.
calm. We've got the upper hand here. Okay, they've passed the first charge.
Put your hands up. You're surrounded. Nobody need get hurt. Your humiliation of us has gone on quite enough.
This ain't a good idea.
Put down your guns.
You are making a mistake, boy.
No, you're making a mistake. Put
Butch
your
Cassidy
hands
seen at the
up,
end of this
soldier.
mission.
Take a little
Are you playing on controller?
consideration.
Yes.
Leave these fine folks alone.
Who are you?
A concerned citizen.
Is that so?
What now?
The protagonist of Red Dead Election is John Kennedy. The game ends in a similar way to 2 and 1.
You and your
Oh,
friends
God.
tuck tail and run off. Run!
Excuse me?
soldier!
Classic Arthur being right for the millionth time in the week.
There's a lot of them. There's another patrol in the rear.
Looks like we got a fight then, boys.
Our people have suffered too long. Look out! They're coming up, huh?
Now we'll see how you like it.
I thought I'd killed you. He took a I had to shoot him in the throat.
You fools, you damn fools, it's the army. It is one regiment of pastry chefs and bullies. Watch your goddamn mouth. All of you, take what you can, and then we move out. Move now. We have to move now.
Search these men quickly, then we move.
This is crazy. Why aren't we getting out of here? We might have information on them that'll help our friends with their cause.
We need anything my father can use to strengthen our case.
I ain't sure much is gonna strengthen your case after.
Dear Martin, I really want you to work on your temper. That behaviour at lunch last week was disgraceful. Abusing the clergyman and Mrs. Hillcott. She's a widow. He's a man of God, and you, with a drunk inside you, speaking like that. Your mother was appalled. I was humiliated. You'll get yourself killed one of these days. Well, that seemed to turn out a little bit, didn't it? Yeah, no, somebody died. Look at that bullet. Look at where that bullet went. It just took out. Look, dead center on his face.
Find anything? Yes.
Chapter is this
Poor
6.
fool from New Jersey. These boys ain't the problem. They're only kids. Keep looking. Shit! Everyone, keep your heads down. We're gonna get out of this.
No! You think you're helping those savages?
I think so. Why don't you take your place? Surrender, and they'll hang you all. Try to flank them, Arthur. We'll shoot you some space.
Yes! We need to take up...
Up the hill, the cannon. Take out the spotter, Arthur.
Well, that went well.
Where's Peta?
Damn, they're sending riders from the fort. We need to leave.
But where's Peta? Was he killed? He's alive.
Well, that went just about according to plan. I'm trying, Arthur, with everything I have, and I will keep trying, and you'll keep doubting me, and we'll keep failing. It ain't like that, Dutch. Look at me. Look at me. I'm worried about folk. I know.
Well, that seemed to go well, didn't it?
We should go. Where's Eagle Flies? Run, son! Run! Come on! This area is gonna be crawling with soldiers in a few minutes. We gotta leave. Now!
Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, share with your friends, hit subscribe if you're new, lick my boot. No, let's be boys. Let's go. Me too, I'm Filipino. That's pretty cool. Replace Eaglefly saving Arthur with Micah saving Arthur. Oh god, imagine. Imagine that. I turned left too early. Dutch just fucking trampled a rabbit. Oh my god. Dutch just trampled that rabbit really badly. And I find it funny because it only really...
Alright, let's carry on by foot. Try and sell them a little snake oil. You think? It's all I got. Get out of here. Yeah.
The horse won't dip.
Let's see if we can lose them down here.
Ain't got long legs.
Shit. I guess not. Get behind something, Arthur.
Oh my god, that man went flying. I like I took his hat off.
Come on. Let's see if there's a way out through here.
Go to hell.
More on the left. Let's keep going. Follow the path. It's got to spit us out somewhere.
Oh no, it doesn't really look that good, does it? Let's be real. That looks better. That looks much better. Well, a little burp there. My body wants to say hello to myself. Stay hydrated, this is a threat.
Behind us. Hold them off. I don't know how much longer we can hold out.
You're dead.
There's too many, Arthur. Fall back.
I'm gonna fall back.
Losing battle, Arthur. We gotta do something. We're being overrun. Get out of here.
After 4.5 hours of troubleshooting with Red Rockstar customer care, my crash problem was solved by deleting the setting folder and resetting to my preferred settings. I want to shoot that guy, otherwise it's going to upset me.
Too many. Run. Get moving. Dead end. This is it. This.
You gonna try and finish off the story in this stream or nah? I don't know yet.
Arthur.
Put your hands up.
Maybe.
I said put your damn hands up.
Okay. Okay.
If I recall correct, this is a pretty long chapter.
I got a plan.
It's been a little while though.
This is a good one. Hello, officers.
You keep them hands up. And come
Officers.
here. Put your hands up.
Hello, Captain.
Keep your hands up and come here.
Be nice to play with a
We
Capo Filipino in Red Dead Redemption Online. Sure.
Your man.
I guess.
Those men they killed.
Very specific.
They were good men. You're fighting nature, Captain.
Get over here.
Ask my friend here. My whole life, I tried to fight change.
Let's see if we can get to 200 likes. We got 200 odd people watching. We can do that.
It's waste.
Can I get a good screenshot in this break in a speech here? Oh no, maybe a bit of contrast on it. Bit of drunkenness. No. Health tonic. Hey, that looks pretty damn cool. But does it? I actually kind of like it. Yeah. Yeah, let's get that. We've got 200 odd people watching. Everyone who hasn't left a like yet. If you did, we'd get to 200 in theory. That's the theory.
Fight change.
That'd be pretty cool.
Can't fight. Gravity.
Yeah, he says the same thing he does at the end of Red Dead Redemption 1. Well, not quite the end of Red Dead Redemption. I like how their hats just fly off. In the most jarring way, the hats just fly off. Although, to be fair, there's no way you can make that look right, is there? But it just looks like a bit of a video game when it happens. It's great. I was here to tell you. Oh, we're nearly at 200 likes now. That's pretty cool. Really close, gamers. We can do it.
You're okay. You're okay. What a mess. I know.
Hello, lads. Epic Gaming, indeed.
Oh, we just escaped from chaos. Eagle flies must have been taken or killed. Well, we can't go find out. No, not now.
How are the mates today? Gaming. I still see 112 likes. Maybe refresh. Because for me it says 201. Which is probably 200. For some reason it always gives you an extra like on streams. I don't know why.
Keep a lookout. We are gonna make it, brother. I can feel it.
After something like that, you'd have to believe, wouldn't you?
Have faith.
I can relate to Arthur because I have a chest infection right now. Okay, there's a difference between a chest infection and fucking tuberculosis. But, yeah. No, I've had a few chest infections recently, especially. Like, I've had a couple of them. One was pretty nasty. The other one was just a passing cough. Basically a respiratory infection of the lowest caliber. But no. Yeah, I guess you can... I guess so. You got to grow out Arthur's beard. I actually just shaved it, like, I don't know when I did. Probably just before I did the stream. Like, last night I played a bit to get a bit along. I just woke up, did I? Cool. I just did excessive sleeps then. Which makes sense. Arthur strikes me as the kind of guy to have excessive sleeps after every single mission. Especially since Dutch said rest up. Can only wonder the gender ratio in this chat. I don't know. My viewer gender ratio is pretty much like 95% male, but that's usually how it goes with gaming content for some reason. Like, I don't try to appeal to anyone in specific, in particular. Like, anyone who wants to watch, be my guest. You're all just as welcome as each other. But I don't know. What's the point of the comment though? What is there? Is it a bad thing or is it a good thing? Is it? I miss homeless Ethan. What do you mean you miss homeless me? I've never been homeless in my life. I can't even run without running out of breath. I can. The thing is though, when you run, you do eventually run out of breath because it's a very intensive exercise. Wish I could donate, but currently there is no money on my phone. That's fine. I'd rather you not donate money that you don't have. In the end of the day, don't put yourself to trouble for me. It's for people who can and want to. Very crucial parts of the same. Very crucial that both those. Have a Gret. You want a Gret, you know you do, Arthur. He's gonna have a cough now. Wasn't too bad. I like how Arthur's cores drain really quick. It's like, okay, please not get into debt with Mafia because don't get debt in the Mafia because of me. Your fingers are more valuable than I am, trust me. Homeless Ethan was Bay. Homeless me? I don't understand. I've never been homeless. What do you mean homeless looking? Because there's no specific homeless look, I guess. Having a beard ain't exactly a homeless look.
Hey, I'd keep moving if I was you.
Hey, all right.
What did I
Not
tell
looking
you?
for trouble here.
Get by, you son of a bitch!
Sorry, that was really funny, and I think I shot him in the penis. But it's okay. I really am playing far too fast and loose with that honor, aren't I? Like, if I'm not careful, I'm gonna get shot in the face. I haven't seen a story stream lately. It's just glitchy online. Well, the story for some reason is glitching for me. I got launched into something a second ago. Molotov him. I was like he was trying to say, "Oh, you son of a whatever," and then I just killed him by shooting him in the penis. You're playing on PC just with a controller. What's your console? Is it PS4? It's PC at the moment. I've got a PlayStation 4, but I am playing on PC. Oh, that viewer count keeps going up, which is pretty cool. We're getting some attention in here today. How's everyone doing? 200 odd people watching. That's more than usual. I can only imagine why everyone's interested in Red Dead today. Yeah, so I guess it's cool. I guess I am cool. You know what I mean? This horse is about to get some serious, that's stimulant. Shut up, horse. Pringles have just released a peri peri chicken flavour. It is amazing. What does that taste like? Regular chicken, but with a little bit of spice. Or really spicy Pringles. Ooh. I want them to be really spicy. If that's a thing, are they really spicy? Please tell me that they are. Red Dead Detention. Basically Red Dead Redemption, but it's at school, which is the peak, I guess. You eat salt and vinegar Pringles exclusively. That is, ooh. If I can think of the Pringles that will give you the heart, like a heart condition, the quickest, salt and vinegar. Then again, they're all crisps, I guess. So they'll all give you heart conditions eventually. Hi, Fishy. How are you? I'm doing great. How are you? A bit tired, but then again, that's my own fault for having a fuck sleep schedule. Really. Well, that worked out well, didn't it? Red Dead Redemption 2 brings people together. It sure does. Is that... Let's do Trelawney, because that'll be done in a second, won't it? Love you, sir. I think vinegar is good for you. It's not. In small amounts, anything that's good for you is not good for you. Well, sorry, in small amounts, anything that's good for you is fine, but in large amounts of anything, which is the amounts that you'd find on like salt and vinegar, it's a bit, oh god. Though most of the time it's sort of sorted out to be a flavouring, so it isn't that much. But with the salt, it is pretty heavy. Especially on salt. Sour cream tastes like nothing. Orig is the best flavour of Pringles. I don't know what Orig is. Prawn cocktail, anyone? I do like me a bit of prawn cocktail. I'll have any flavour of crisps, to be fair, besides some cheese and onion or plain. Plain because A, it's too boring. I might as well be eating potatoes. And cheese and onion because, like this guy said, it tastes like nothing. Does anybody like vinegar with rice? Well, I've never heard of that.
Causing all this trouble just when we need to be united.
I ain't causing no trouble. I just ain't standing for any more lies.
Sorry, we both needed to cough.
Loyalty mean nothing to you?
I ain't dying for whatever nonsense Micah and Dutch have concocted. And, well, I don't matter much anymore, but I ain't letting the women here die for that neither. Josiah?
I was,
Leaving again?
yes, just leaving. I'll see you soon.
Perhaps.
What do you mean?
Well, I was you, I'd disappear too. This is all pretty much over.
What about tomato flavour crisps? Tomato?
No, you won't. That's not
Like exclusively tasting like what? Or do they taste like tomatoes, or do they taste like the ketchup, which is like a mixture of everything with tomatoes that makes it taste like diabetes? I don't know. Over a year ago, no news on Red Dead Redemption 2 DLC, besides from the news that they said they don't really intend on making any. So I guess we did have news on Red Dead Redemption 2 DLC, it's that it's not happening. Will the AC trailer be revealed at the PS5 convention like the leak suggests? What makes you think that I know? The leaks are fake, so no.
I'm sorry to impose on you again, but I believe I've made progress.
If we can't see eye to eye about Pringles, let's just agree Flamingo Hot Cheetos is better than the regular. Flamingo Hot Cheetos. Flaming Hot Cheetos. Ooh. Yes. Now that, like, Flaming Hot anything. Like, Flaming Hot anything. I don't care what it is. I don't think I've ever actually eaten Cheetos in my life. Maybe I have. I don't know. But Flaming Hot anything. Ooh, beautiful. Scran it for breakfast. Paprika rather vanilla. Paprika crisps are boring. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to agree with you there.
Non-tribe members present. Their chances of lying or worse will be reduced.
Flaming Hot cheesecake. Oh no, that'll be a scran.
It ain't my business, brother.
No, I know. But it is mine. Do it for me.
Charles, I've
saved your life. Do it for me.
Sure. Come on. You owe this man. You should have him do your negotiations.
Let's go.
Joe Trelawney. What about flaming hot milk? Fuck yeah. I'll have flaming hot anything. I love spicy food. Are we going that way, are we?
Ain't a problem. Just hope nobody recognizes me. I've had a few run-ins with the army recently.
I wish we could have done more to control the situation. Duck shouldn't have gotten involved.
Or
Now
piri
legal
piri.
advice is under arrest.
I like plain crisp sandwiches, lol.
I will find a way.
What?
I promise you.
I just hope Colonel Faber
Basically a crispy hash brown.
I am not asking for very much.
In bread.
When our people are sick and hungry, and we
In
find
sour cream
medicine and supplies,
Piatos at night watching Fishy stream Red Dead Redemption 2. Sounds fun.
we not view that as something
Flaming hot Gatorade? I don't know what Gatorade is. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not American.
How can I convince evil
Sounds a very American thing.
they shouldn't fight back?
Maybe that's part of
Once found some weird crisps that they had like paprika and bacon in that weird mix,
you see how these
like a full shebang thing, which is like a prison food.
Thank you for helping Captain
Was stinging my tongue. That's what. That's how you know it's a good scran, not in a spicy way, in like a sour way. Not what?
I still have hope that we
Like a lovely way. Ooh, look at how quickly everything changes. Grace from Florida. That's all you need to know. So, basically, stay well away. What is with you and paprika? I think you get stout flavoured crisps. What, like, they taste like Guinness. Flaming hot human. Every day of the week I'd eat that. What? If it, like, dried my tongue and made it sting. That sounds very spicy to the point where you can't even taste the spice. I'm going to be real with you. That sounds about right. Sports drink. Sorry, I thought you might know what it is. No, I don't know. I know a few sports drinks like Powerade and a few Lucozade. There's like a Lucozade Sport, things like that. But no, I've heard of Gatorade, but I've never known what it is. What's your favourite gun in Red Dead Redemption 2, Fishy? I don't really have a favourite, but I suppose it'd be this bastard. Because, I mean, look at that thing. Look at that. That's beautiful. It's beautiful. Look at that. It's just pointing a gun at nothing. But it is still a good shot, actually. Weaken the blur completely. This needs a filter. That's the one.
Easy.
What happens if I shoot someone's...
Sorry. I thought you wanted to help me.
Flaming Hot Red Dead Redemption 2 disc. Hey, maybe we're pushing it now. When I said anything, I did actually mean specifically food, you know. Like, Flaming Hot, any food that works. Like crisps. Like a curry, it has to be the spiciest fucking thing. Like, otherwise it's just not worthy. Gatorade is far better than Powerade in my opinion. Maybe it is, but then again I don't really drink sports drinks, so I would never compare. Hello gamers.
Favors, Captain Monroe, we come in peace.
Hello again. Who are these two?
They're friends of my people.
Interesting looking fellows.
They won't cause any trouble.
Well, I should hope not. Listen, Mr.
Chief.
Yes, Mr. I can't say that silly name. Is it?
In English, they call me Rains Fall.
Yes, I'm sure they do. Listen, we're all Americans here, and we want an outcome. But quite frankly, I'm confused.
Flaming Hot Gaming, that's the one, Katie. You know how it goes. You gotta be a universal big man every day of the week.
Treaties we've made, causing disturbances in everybody's lives. But I pride myself on being a gentleman. Really.
Flaming Hot Honda Civic 2001, especially that.
So, let me be very... You okay, man? Someone. Jackson, take him away. Where was I?
You're a gentleman with limits?
Are you being facetious, sir?
Come this way, buddy.
I said, are you being facetious, Captain Monroe?
No, sir, I am not.
Chief Rains.
That's Rains Fall.
Exactly. Chief Rains. The thing
It's quite a cough.
federal government.
Sure.
Wait here. I'll fetch you some water.
I'll be fine. Thank you.
No. You know he's going to have Monroe court-martialed. Or attempt to. He's going to make a disgrace of him.
Monroe? Seems likable enough for a West Pointer. Why?
You know what Favors is like. Because he thinks it's right. Because he thinks Monroe is a patsy. Or a spy. He's convinced he had something to do with those vaccines getting stolen. He thinks Monroe is going to force him into making a concession with the Indians.
Flaming Tuberculosis, oh yeah. Flaming Hot STD. Flaming Hot Fishy, I'll have the lot, me. Oh god. That's there's no way I can make that sound. Right, let's be honest. He ain't no gentleman.
Why does Favors care about the Indians?
Because he doesn't want to back down. His whole professional life. You know what they say about him. Hightail Favors. The man who missed a battle.
Poor Monroe. God, I liked him.
I know. Well, still, he's kind of stuck up.
Violated the treaty. That treaty is null and void. I have been appointed to negotiate.
Feeling better?
Yeah. Come on. Let's go.
The lands you currently occupy belong to the United States government. Why is this so confusing, sir? Why?
Good day, Colonel Favors.
Well, that was remarkably unproductive. I'm afraid the federal government was quite clear, Colonel, that it wanted peace, and peace for all, and that the treaty had not been broken by anybody.
Oh, is that so, sir? And did it want impudence, sir, from a junior officer in public? Was that its plan too, sir? You insult me. You insult the regiment. Arrest this man.
Arrest me?
Gross insubordination. Disobeying an order. Treason.
Are you mad?
You had those vaccines stolen. You disrupted a negotiation.
Let him go.
This is all getting out of hand.
I...
Captain Monroe, let's get out of here. If I were you, I'd keep my mouth shut, amigo. I don't want to kill this man, but shall.
Can we get a cool little shot of this? I wonder if we can. No, this is a good shot, isn't it? Oh, would you look at that? I guess we want the shot to be kind of level, but we don't want it to be clippy. So we want it to be, yeah, no, it's this side where it's the most compact. Really, we want to get it into the position where we got all these guys. No, I want to bring the exposure down, or maybe we can bring that up actually. No, it needs to be about there. There needs to be absolutely no blur whatsoever. Filter wise, we're looking at something rather faint, like this, like that. That's what we want. Haha. Well, look at that honor going down slowly but surely. Because I'm being naughty. I need to get a shotgun out, really, don't I? I like my volcanic pistols, I have them. How did they get ahead of us? I'm gonna die if I'm not careful. Where's that health cure?
Let's go! Captain Monroe, you're with me! Hey there, girl. Hop on, Captain! We sure as hell don't want to hang around here. Come on, follow me!
Well, whatever that was, it kicked off, let's be real. Oh god, what have I started? Oh no. Guys know Mr. Clickbait FTW? Yeah, I know of whom you speak. Doesn't mean I particularly care much for randomly hating on the guy. Like I don't care. Guy's just making content. You can choose whether or not you want to watch it or not. You know what you're buying into at this point.
Chief.
We'll do what we can.
I guess I won't be submitting my report.
I wouldn't think so.
Now, do we get Reverend Swanson or do we get... Ah, there she is. Sister Calderon. And American Venom is cool. I like American Venom. A lot.
Get out of here, Captain Monroe.
I fear it may be Mr. Monroe from now on.
I'm sorry about your career. Here. Here's some money. You take it and get out of here and start a new life somewhere. I hear Tahiti's nice.
Thank you.
Just hop on a train to Saint Denis, jump on a boat, but avoid Guam. Where? Forget about it.
Forget about Guam. I didn't mention that cursed place.
Morgan! Are you okay?
Well, never better. What are you doing here?
Well, I'm on my way down to Mexico. They're finally sending me on a mission.
Ah.
Brother Dorkins is very jealous. What's wrong?
I'm dying, sister.
Okay.
Yeah, I got TB. I got it. Beating a man to death for a few bucks. I've lived a bad life, sister.
Imagine the American Venom playing over the Geralt fighting Carantha in The Witcher 3. The Geralt. Imagine.
I know you.
You don't know me.
Forgive me, but that's the problem. You don't know you.
What do you mean?
I don't know, but whenever we happen to meet, you're always...
I wonder if the sister in Red Dead Redemption 2 is the same in Red Dead Redemption 1. It is. It's the one that the strange man sends you to either rob or help.
He passed away. I had a girl who loved me. I threw that away.
It's something called Sam because it's between the sea and the land. No, because I don't know. Maybe. Let's Google it, shall we? You give me something to Google. I'm blurring the scene with.
died a long time ago. Life is full of pain, but there is also love and beauty.
Why is sand called sand? Comes from old Zand, which has nothing to do with either sea or land, but referred originally to unstable ground, as near rivers. Most sand-sized material occurs on continents, not along seashores.
Somebody. Helping makes you really happy.
So the answer is no.
I still don't believe in nothing.
Often, neither do I.
Is it too early for you to add Red Dead Redemption 2 to your Still Gold series, Ethan? Very much so.
Everything makes sense.
It's not happening yet, that one. It's old games.
You're too smart for me, sister. I guess I'm afraid.
There is nothing to be afraid of, Mr. Morgan. Take a gamble that love exists and do a loving act.
All aboard!
Still Gold is for old, forgotten games. Not so much forgotten,
I know
but
you will.
old. Older games that are good.
Goodbye, Mr. Morgan. Goodbye.
Sister?
Take a gamble that gaming exists and do a gaming act. Let me on the fucking track. Let me on the fucking track. Okay, let's go. Okay, well, Charles Smoth, Sadie Adler, the most glitched character when it comes to missions. Can I? The train. That train is a fast one. Let's go. Let's just ditch it. Once again, how come no one around Arthur got infected with TB? A, it doesn't suit the story. And B, I don't know, maybe there's a chance you wouldn't get it. I decided this way is quicker. And my brain is going, you fucking genius for it. Though it's about to say you fucking idiot instead. Because now where I want to be is in a cliff. I guess there's no direct routes, right? I like how sometimes if you do that, you'll just face plant the ground. Other times it goes, you know what, I'll give it to you. It's in a very giving mood today. Ethan, Big Dennis is doing some mental damage, indeed. Cheers for the £4 super chat, Lewis. £3.99 if I want to be specific, which I don't really. Oh, look, a trail tree. Yeah, no. We should play Sunset Overdrive. Maybe I should, maybe I won't though, because it doesn't seem remotely like a game I'd want to play. That being said, yeah, maybe. For some reason, it wants me to go a specific way. Although, instead of following the road, maybe I should use my brain. Shit. That way. Why does the horse... Why is this so... Look... I just find it really funny that Rockstar games are incredibly clunky. They're very well polished a lot of the time. But you can't convince me that they're not clunky. Because they are. They're always clunky. Still got stuff to do in this game? Yes. That horse is getting beaten to shit. I need to feed it up. I'll feed it this squirrel. Give me a second. This squirrel is mine. Poor squirrel carcass in my pocket. Guys, I gotta go. Have a good day. Right, take it easy. There's always a delay with button input. Yeah, no, that's one of the things I noticed in this game, especially. I noticed it in The Witcher 3, to be fair, as well. Like, there's a huge input delay. One thing about Rockstar that bothers me. Well, the games are all incredibly clunky, even though they are, you know, cracking games. They're not the smoothest as far as gameplay is concerned. They can be quite tiring, I guess. It can feel quite slow. That is true. Force Unleashed is still gold, but it's just not, though, is it? Maybe it is. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Oh, well, we're just going to keep going. Not got time to deal with Murphrees in my turf. On my turf. around my turf, accurately dancing in the general vicinity of my turf. Read a Reddit post where someone was suggesting AC is set in the Wild West. Well, that someone is wrong.
Hey, Abigail.
Hello, Arthur.
You're a wrong man. A wrong man. There's something not right with you. Are you talking to me, old man? Mind your manners. I've minded them long enough. None of our problems is
The Reverend left, Arthur.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. He left me a note. Told me I should do the same.
Why?
Well, I think he's worried.
He's a right to be worried. You worried?
Sure, but I still think maybe things will turn out okay. You'll steer Dutch right. I know you will.
I'll try, Miss Grimshaw. Really, I will.
Didn't thought that win Game of the Year over Red Dead. Did it? At some places, I guess. What do you think about the Grand Theft Auto series? Don't care for it, to be honest. I'm sure the games are great. They just don't resonate with me particularly. Have you finished the game yet? I finished the game 2 times before, but on PlayStation. This being on, this time, I want to get a PC playthrough done, because I haven't finished it on PC once. So, I want to get some epilogue bits done. Dutch was quite fond of saying the gang should hide in plain sight during Chapter 3. Because that's what they were doing.
Good morning.
Don't know how many more mornings of this I can take.
How are you holding up?
What's the plan here? Is Dutch gonna be alright?
We'll work something out, I promise.
Alright then. Yeah, sure.
Your comments are turned off on the most important video. Which video is that?
Mrs. Adams.
You okay?
Peachy.
You sure?
No, I ain't sure.
Still working?
Is anybody still working? The whole goddamn place full of people bickering, fighting, and lying. It makes me real sad.
I know. I need someone to ride with me.
Do what?
Finish off them O'Driscolls. I hear the last of them is holed up at Hanging Dog Ranch.
I'm sweating, me.
I saw Colm swing. I just don't care.
I was a married woman. You know what they did to me. And to my husband?
Yeah. I just caused the Great Bison Massacre.
These fools that I trust. I've got to do this.
I'll tell you what. I'll do it. But there's something you could help me with. Abigail? Jack? John? Make sure they make it. I mean, this whole thing is pretty much done. But when the time comes...
Or how do you mean?
When the time comes, you help them.
What do you mean?
I mean, help them escape. When I... You know, you and me, we're more ghosts than people. But them, they could...
I know. Of course I will. Thank you, Arthur. You want to ride with me now, or meet me up at Hanging Dog Ranch when you can?
Go with her, because otherwise it's across the entire map.
Thanks, Arthur.
I'll ask her Armadillo to keep up the colour. The In-Betweeners UK versus the In-Betweeners USA. I've never seen the In-Betweeners USA, but I'm led to believe that it's shite. The In-Betweeners UK was pretty fucking funny. Though I'm not crazy over it, like.
Hey.
What's going on?
I think there's a bunch of them in there, mostly drunk. one of them is a fat fella with a beard. Him, he's mine.
Sure. How we doing this?
We're just going in.
Okay, then.
It's a big ranch. Run down. Lots of folk there. But spread pretty thin. I'll set it off and then we'll...
The USA literally copy anything the UK do. The still more city names. Well, that's an old thing. That's not stealing. That a lot of those city names were named back. A few of those anyway were named back when it was basically the UK. It's a colony. So it was the UK naming them. Like New York, for example. That was named by colonists, wasn't it? I just shot his hat off from distance. The last time I was here, I was Herbert Moon. I hear the dog barking, which is never good. He's having a few yaps. I know that, I killed him. It's because shopping's been brought in, isn't it? You can see the markers, but they keep vanishing. I'm taking the barn. I've just landed on a horse. There's no one in the fucking barn, though. It's gotta be all of them, because there's no more left. Dutch, French, Spanish and Dutch colonies. Not a clue. The whole point is saying the USA's city names being inspired by actual city names in the European regions is not a copying thing, as it was mostly named by those European regions. If you get me, if you know what I mean, if I'm not being too... Just trying to... We need a town in the US called Whiterun. Indeed we do. I've never heard of FNAF since 2014. Oh god, what's with the mist in here? What's happened there?
He was a good man, my Jakey.
Okay.
Sweet on one another.
Well, they have one called Blackwater.
I miss him every day, every moment.
Oh, wow.
They turned me into a monster, Arthur. But my memories of him, they still pure.
It's a Blackwater from Red Dead Redemption is inspired from. Cool.
Aside from my Jake, You're the best man I've known.
The dude has smoked so much, Adler just realised all the smoke, released all the smoke by stabbing him through the chest cavity. Well, she stabbed him in the neck.
We should get away from her.
But through the chest cavity, there is no cavity on the chest. You make a cavity when it's a hole, that. Well, there'll be a cavity on the inside, but...
Alone for a bit.
I understand. You,
Well, here in the UK, let's just go to Oldham.
Thank you, Arthur.
My mum goes to Oldham for radiotherapy at the moment. Detroit is a mess, innit? Cool, well, before we continue, I need to head downstairs and check, see where everything is going on. We're expecting company in a minute, so well, in a bit, so I want to see how much time I've got, so I'll be right back. So don't go anywhere. Leave a like on the stream and that'd be great. Okay, there we go. So that's all checked up on now. So yeah, get picked up at 4:10 ish. Yeah, I've got a bit of time. We do. We got a bit of time to kill. I mean, trying to get a dramatic shot of it, but you know how it goes. Sometimes it just doesn't work. There aren't too much outside, otherwise it looks kind of like, you know that shot of Elmo with a fire behind him. It looks a bit like that if you're not too careful. I'm trying to dodge the Elmo with the fire behind him. You get a bounty if you don't leave. Yeah, I know. Usually that's how it works. Set up Campbell in a hideout. Not in that hideout anymore, am I though? I'm not in a hideout. I'm miles away from the hideout now. That's where I want to be. I don't know why I did that. Oh wait, hang on. Let's go with it. Let's try to fast travel closer, shall we? Don't forget to leave a like on the stream, share with your friends, hit subscribe if you're new, that would be fantastic. Let's get to 250 likes, that would be very useful. Let's see how we're doing stream-wise. I mean, we should be okay, really, in theory, shouldn't we? Yeah, we're doing great. We're doing great. The stream's been pretty damn. What's the word? What horse breed is that? It's an Arabian, a black Arabian. Yeah, but it's been pretty damn active, this stream, hasn't it? Someone's put synth pop music on downstairs, so that door needs to be shut. Don't you mean by fast travel from camp? Oh, it's a song that you hear on the radio every 5 seconds. I can just hear it downstairs.
Thank
Whenever I sit in my car, about 5 radio stations play this exact same song. So hearing it downstairs is hurting my head. If you can hear it, I'm sorry.
Hello, mister. Hello there. Hello? Come in. Mr. Morgan, I'm so glad you could make it. How are you? My son. My son is foolish, but he's still my son. I know your son. A little. He's very brave. Very angry. He's mean. How is your father? He's dead a long time. He lived a lot longer than was good for any of us. My son probably wishes the same to me. I doubt that. I want peace. I need my people to be safe. All my life I've tried to bring peace. But I love my son. They'll hang him for treason. Treason.
6,666 playbacks according to this web page, according to the live streaming thing, and that's pretty mad. I named my horse Fishy. Now that's pretty cool. I know it's only a game horse, but the fact that I've made you name your horse Fishy by existing.
What should I do?
If you did, that's pretty wild.
Chance reasoning with Colonel Favor. No. And any chance we had, your friend, Mr. Vanderland, has ensured relations between us and the Army are worse than any point in the last 5 years. I'm sure he means well. But matters are more complex than he understands. Me and Charles will try and rescue your son. No. Yes.
My horse is named Error 0 times 100 1106. Okay. When naming my horse.
Come on, let's go.
Wanted to name a white Arabian I had after a while of it, after the wife of Osiris, but no Rockstar won't allow it. Why? What's the wife of Osiris called? I mean, for some reason you can't call the horse Adolf. Now, unless in case you haven't noticed, Adolf is just a name, not a particularly favourable name, but just a name. Yeah. Also, you can't upload to the the Rockstar spam. Oh, sorry, not spam filter. Their profanity filter is ridiculous. Like when you're trying to upload to the social club, sometimes the automatic name that they give the pictures, like Cumberland Forest, if you upload it with that, it'll say can't do that because it's hit the profanity filter because it has the 3 letters CUM in it. Like what? Yeah, but you know it means something else. Because A, you named it yourself. ISIS. Oh, okay, that makes sense. You don't have to censor that. You don't have to censor that. I understand.
If we wait until late enough, there's a place we should be able to sneak in around the back.
Okay, whatever you think.
One more big score.
No guns, just knives and arrows.
I have 3 knives and 27 arrows.
Making a lot of noise. He'll be dead before we get close to him.
Okay.
I left 2 canoes downriver in case we need another way out of there.
Okay, good.
You know, this wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Dutch.
It ain't just on Dutch. We all went along with it.
He saw Eagle Flies burn hot, and he fanned the flames. He's not helping that tribe, he's helping himself. You see that, or you wouldn't have gone to Rains Fall behind his back.
I guess I just keep thinking. There must be a way to save the situation. Pull Dutch out of the place.
Connor had absolutely no substance. Yeah, he was not a character, was he really? He's a vessel.
I like Rains Fall.
I don't know, Arthur. Rains Fall is in a tough situation, and as for Dutch,
I gotta try. I own that at least.
you feel that? There's rain on the wind.
I know. Listen, Charles. If it goes bad in there, you get yourself out. You got more to lose.
Sorry, it's another beautiful shot, isn't it? Oh, can I get a bit closer? I want to get rid of the... You know what? That's alright, I guess. We could do with a bit of blur on that, really. And we can unlock the exposure, put it up if we're going to get a bit of blur. Want a bit of blur. Like that. There you go. That's all it needs doing with that, isn't it? Look at it. It's a dramatic picture. It's beautiful. It seems the tongue has tasted sour grapes.
I didn't tell you before, but I saw a doctor. It's pretty bad. But it's gonna get worse.
Any day we can die. We're riding to break an Indian chief's son out of a cavalry fort. We could both die tonight. In a way, it is a gift to know. In a way, you were lucky.
Sure don't feel like that.
You still have time to make amends. The others, Hosea, Lenny, Sean, all them, they didn't. And what about the Calendar boys? Both killed trying to escape Blackwater? A more vicious pair of bastards than ever was. And that's all they ever were and will be.
Maybe.
You're lucky. You got the chance to do something better. My guess is maybe that's why you're here now. Either way, just keep your head strong. We're close now. Are you all right?
I think so.
That current's strong. Up here.
Red Dead Redemption and Assassin's Creed 3 have one thing in common. The cool protagonist gets replaced by his annoying son. Yeah. That is pretty true.
Help us with sneaking in there. The Rainsfall told me there was some retaliation after the meeting with Colonel Favors. Some women were taken. Elders beaten. Yeah. This isn't gonna be nice.
If there's one more AC joke, I'm a leap of faith first into a volcano. You see, do you see the problem in what you just said? Or is it just me? Or is that the joke? I don't know. Either way, it annoyed me greatly. It bothered me a lot. Uncle was a nonce theory. Oh god. Don't make me think about him like that. My boy Uncle.
Let's get ourselves hidden and wait till it gets dark. Over here.
Imagine if Arthur didn't have tuberculosis and had something like a rash and had this conversation with Charles and he'd just start saying any day we could die.
I guess it is. Let's keep quiet.
Yeah, but he went to a doctor, man.
Main thing is that they don't hear us. You ready?
Imagine if he googled it and self-diagnosed himself with tuberculosis.
Patrol group. Hopefully we'll be in and out before they can come back around.
Proven theory, Uncle was a nonce. Why? Did you travel back in time as a youth?
Guards out front. If you take one, I'll take the other. Nice and quiet. Okay, come on. See if we can get around the back.
I love the colours of this game. It's just so nice. So perfect.
There's a guard right above us. He's moving. Come on. Good. Let's keep moving.
Ugh. Oh, it did work. I mean, that scream's gotta have been heard. Right. Like you'd think, anyways. Oh well. Lumbaganator. 3000. That is Uncle's real name. Proven fact. Here I am making pointless sloppy kills. It's great. You gotta be fucking joking. How to clunky gaming. Alright, here we are. Would you ever stream Days? No, probably not. But you never know.
Come on. Your father sent us?
My father. He told you to come and kill guards?
No, he didn't say that.
Of course not.
You okay?
Sure. Enjoy being tortured. Clears the mind.
If you say so. Whoa, whoa.
Fine, fine.
That's a horse.
Come on, move up.
Look at that. Look at this. Oh my god. Beautiful shot moments. There's another one there. Oh god. Yep, look at that. Just about got it, I think, because, I mean, look at that, I mean, yeah, we want the American flag in it, because fuck yeah. It would be really good if we didn't kill the last guy before the lightning struck, but we can't be choosy. We've got the shot, we need to keep it, we need to save the shot here, really, don't we? Won't go up, but it will go down, which is not very good, but we can... There we go.
I remember seeing a hole in one of the walls around here. Damn. Must have fixed it.
Arthur, deal with this one.
Yes, but how?
Look at him, he's so happy with himself. He's just blew the wall up. Take out blur strength completely, or maybe increase the blur strength actually, and then bring down the focus distance and get something of a dramatic shot like that, like where it's all blurred, but you know what's going on. It's taking a picture of an explosion. What? Well, I don't know what that. I don't know what you said there. I don't know what that means. So I'm not going to say it. Why is there an F-spam? What's happened? There's another lightning strike up there. Pretty good one that, but it just appears from nowhere. There's no cloud above it or anything. So we need to get this right. Yeah, that's quite effective, isn't it? It's a mank thing. It was a mank thing. You're right there. I guess so. What's damn, that is some sweet photography. Indeed, gaming and that. What time are we on? Gaming. So I had to do it in the classic voice. Gaming. Gammon. Gammon. I'll have a gammon. Feel like a gammon all of a sudden. Are you a discouraged man? On the daily.
You okay, Arthur?
Yeah, I'm right as rain. How are you?
I'll be fine in a day or so. I heal fast. Colonel Favors won't be too happy with your rescue.
I guess not.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot more trouble. My father, even he may have to fight.
You won't win. No big fight with them. Shouldn't y'all just run away?
Where would we go?
I don't know.
I'm fine. Let me take you back.
Tahiti. Is anyone going to watch a Sonic movie? I'd rather drive a Nissan Juke before I'd go to see the Sonic movie. No. On a serious note, I've heard that it's good for fans of Sonic, but for people who don't really care about it, should probably not bother. And I don't care about it, so I guess that's what you get. Right. Well, I have a lot cooking today. I have a lot to do. What we're saying then? What's going on? How much longer should we go for? It's stuck on that. There we go. That's better. How much longer should we go for? Because I've got let's say another 25 minutes ish. I've got probably free. So you know what? We'll make use of that. I can drop off the dog toys that Dennis no longer plays with at my mate's house because his dog will love them. At any point really. So I'm okay until people show up. 5 hours. I don't have 5 hours. Didn't even notice that we hit 250 likes. That's because everyone's awesome and that, innit? Now, let's go say hi to our boy Obadiah. Now, I'm not even going to bother going there on horseback because that's a waste of horse. So, you can't see anything at the moment. I know that. Don't worry about it. But we're here, magically.
Be gone, sir. Be gone. Not because we cares, no, but because we cares.
What are you talking about?
Demons have us by the throat, sir. The darkness. The darkness. It's everywhere. That he was right.
What are you talking about?
They come in darkness. They're coming.
I'm not on about food, but I say I've got things cooking. I mean, I've got things going on.
Stay inside. Keep your door shut. Nothing done. Ma'am, safe now. See if there's any more of them. Shit, there's more, all right. Hey, back off! Stay back!
They's got Kane. They's got Brother Kane.
Where?
Over there.
All right, I'll handle this. Come on!
Kill the dog. Kill the dog.
dogs at bay.
Oh god, he's on a... I just kicked him in the face.
That's the way it goes, boy.
Bulldog.
It's not demons. It's just dogs gone crazy. Ain't nice. Get yourselves home.
No. He said they would come in many forms. And he said his protection would come in many forms.
What are you talking about? It's just sick dogs. Hydrophobia or some other poison.
He said we were not to doubt him.
Get your people home, mister. Then get yourself a gun and kill any sick animals you see. Life will be just fine.
Darkness has come for us. He was right.
Who was right? I was.
Captain Naughty Man.
I shall save them. Who are you?
There'll be no more four-legged demons. The curse shall change. The curse has changed.
What curse?
These poor people. I will save you.
I just saved him, and it weren't no curse. It's just sick dogs.
Dark charms possess the woods. I told you.
He told me he did. He told me.
I found one. Don't touch
He
it.
found the curse.
So?
The woods are full of these. While they remain, the curse will remain. Yet the woods are also full of demons. I will find a way. Have I lied to you thus?
What's the most annoying animal in the game? They run away from you when you need them. They run into trees when you're riding them. And in online, it takes about 50 minutes for them to show up.
If someone destroys those charms, the curse is lifted.
The woods are full of demons. And the demons protect the charms. And the charms protect the demons.
This game doesn't make you believe me. I'm sure I read that.
See that? It's impossible.
There ain't no demons.
Don't disturb the woods. I told you. He would come, and he would help, and he would laugh.
You told us.
Obadiah just walks in like a crazy man. Let's go and lift these boys a curse, eh? What is your religion, atheist? I take up the position that I don't really believe in anything. I like me logic and science, and that it makes more sense.
Okay then, girl.
I also take up the position of, if there was a god, how would you know? So, I suppose there's a little bit of an agnostic mix, if you will. Need to be off of the... That worked, didn't it? No, dog's just barking for no reason once more, which is means I still have a bit of time. Now this is legendary beaver territory. Turtles, Chelonia. Everyone believes in turtles. Do you know what I think we should do? Start throwing dynamite in random directions. I think that'll pretty quickly sort us out, won't it? Oh. Not sure that's a charm. But I have to commit to the kill. That is, though. So is that. I had a feeling there was one there. Couldn't quite see it, but I knew it was there. This is very relaxing, isn't it? Gunshots should never be this relaxing, but they are. It's just how it goes. Heard like a... It's like a... Can anyone else hear that like ghostly shriek in the background, like a howl? There they are, they're all goners. There's something over there. Ah, bounty hunters. I can either go and meet them with my shotgun, say hello. Flouncy punter. Always go say hello with your shotgun. That is the greater meaning of life, I think. That is my discovery anyways. Is that my favourite Red Dead character?
Howdy. huh? Howdy.
Oh God.
Who's that?
Remember me? I helped with those
Obadiah.
dogs. I've been seeing about this curse.
Obadiah hunting.
It's a dark omen.
A dark omen. Sorry, the man's got away with mental.
So I guess that's it for your suffering.
Ah! It's a miracle. We're saved. The darkness lifted.
Not saved.
Huh?
Cursed. He broke the charms. The spirits are set loose.
We're doomed then?
Hold on. You said the charms was protecting the curse.
I said it was a dark omen. I said he had the demon's tongue.
Now I need some light here. Now I don't know what to think.
Hey, look at me.
Yeah.
I think something's going on in this holler. It ain't a curse. And whatever else it ain't, this fella don't want you to know.
Liar! I told you he would lie and dissemble.
Something's up, and this one wouldn't be so quick with ideas he didn't have some clue of it.
I have the gift from my ancestor.
I got a gift right here.
I'm going to commune with the spirits. Dark omens! Dark spirits!
What is he hiding?
He always spoke truthful to us. There is a dig on the other side of the hill there. There was a dig anyway. It's closed now. He always said something about not going over there.
Well, maybe I'll take a look at that dig. See if I can see something.
You placed me on timeout. I didn't place anyone on timeout. I'll have you know. I'll press any button to continue. My controller has died. Yeah, no, maybe a moderator of mine times you out, but I didn't time you out. I haven't touched the timeout buttons today. I haven't had any need to. My moderators have been doing it for me. If you do get timed out by a moderator, I'll have to back it because the mods do it. Yeah, I don't do everything. I don't manually time people out. I have moderators for that reason. Alright, let's go. Oh God! Well, this was a successful horse ride. What makes you think I put you in timeout? Them moderators power trip. They really don't. See, 9 times out of 10 when people get timed out, they also wind up getting themselves banned. Because all they do after they get timed out is come back and start antagonising the moderators. And what do you think's going to happen in that situation, really?
Yep.
At the end of the day, they're here to enjoy the stream as well, so if someone comes along with the intent of ruining that fun, they're not going to exactly be polite about it. Put it that way. Because at the end of the day, moderators are just viewers like anyone else. So please don't time me out again. Oh, great moderators. Like I said, don't be doing that. It'll get... Don't be taking the piss. They don't enjoy that. They're just trying to enjoy the stream.
This is the dig.
Gracias y apologize, guys. Alright, fair enough. We'll leave it at that. No need to take it further. Bam, 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 bam. Dutch in a nutshell. Man goes to Tahiti, 1 ball score, have some faith, Arthur. Yeah, that seems about right. Oh, I'm hungry, me. I don't know why, I must have... I don't even know if I've eaten today. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. God knows.
Cursed, all right.
What does it take to be a moderator? How to become one? Well, the general rule of thumb is people who don't tend to ask that question wind up with... Oh god. No, yeah, no, it's... I like... One of the best criteria for moderators I find is people who don't care about becoming one. I'm in a bad way here. I need to properly dash through here.
Where's this? Run off heading, huh? Gotta go somewhere.
Well, I took a wrong turn there. That might... All hail Lord Ethan, pray he give us strength. Everyone praises me like a deity, it's great. I don't understand, but it's great.
Hey, shoot! Shoot, get out of here! It ain't safe!
He just appears out of the cave shouting, get out of here, it ain't safe. And then we're back on the dip time. Let's go. My guy. They're actually running. I want to observe this duck. Oh, I can't because it flies off too quick. I need the binoculars, and even then it's hard work. Mangy coyote is getting California Valley coyote. Cool. Done. And then it runs off right by where this village is as well, so it's very much so in a naughty predicament.
I told you I would save you. Yes. Said I would lead you out of the darkness.
Yes, show us the light.
I shall. I shall. But first, you have to mark your signs on this paper. It's a powerful magic that will protect you on your journey.
I hereby release, absolve, and indemnify the aforementioned Roanoke Fuel Company.
Stop reading. You didn't tell me you could read. What kind of trick you pulling now?
Oh, you're back! We thought the curse had got you.
Nope, but he nearly did. Don't you go nowhere. I was down that old dig and I found this, leaking all the way into the lake. You've been poisoned.
No, we were warned not to heed what you say.
Well, let him tell you then. What's this? It's nothing. Nothing? Oh, then you won't mind taking a drink.
Hey,
Please, no! You've killed me. I'm poisoned. Poison now, is it? The dig. All they found was arsenic and lead. They dug down into the cave system and spread.
I was meant to get you all to go.
Now you heard it.
It's taken me.
Oh, dear. Dear God, there's no arguing. It's clear as day. We're cursed.
Curse? What are you talking about?
Powerful forces have taken on this town.
It ain't spirits. It's a mining company.
No, it is spirits. Spirits taken through a mining company. Brothers and sisters, we got some praying to do.
Don't pray. Do something. You'll die, or worse.
Just go. It's our curse. It's ours to deal with. Now the medicine man left some money there. Just take it if you want it.
Because I need that money, do I? You know, I'm running around shouting, it's in me. Which is rather peak. Let's find him, kill him, and then conclude this stream. Because family's going to get her any minute now, and yeah. Oh yeah, now it's kicked off. It was a worthy kill. They're scary, these lot. Come on, move, move, move. Sorry, I just had to kill him. Okay, so yeah, I think that concludes today's stream because I have to go do some bits and pieces. Man got the shits and McDied, indeed. Right, so thank you all for coming along to this stream. It's been actually really damn good. There's a lot of people showed up today. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, share the channel with your friends and all that wonderful stuff. That would be super fantastic. I'd really appreciate all that stuff if you went and checked out some of the other content on this channel as well. If you're new, maybe consider subscribing because that'd be fantastic. What horse you're riding? It's an Arabian. Anyway, just joined the stream. Well, I do have to go, unfortunately, but there it goes. But take it easy, everyone. See you soon. Until then, goodbye.